Welcome to Unrolled, episode number 85, and just as many studios as episodes. Yeah. So, my name is Mike. Across the way is, man, hold on.
You almost fucking blew it.
Yeah, right. I gotta balance it out. The forward hat people, my name is Mike. This is Chuck. We have Jeremy and Drew Carr, who will probably leave us many times to use the restroom.
I will.
Alright. Fucking kidney stones. What a fucking nightmare. Make sure your letters are facing your face.
I moved them all.
No, there you go. Perfect. Looking good.
Okay.
So we're in Studio 39 fucking 7. I don't know. Fuck Jesus. Hey, I was looking at the YouTube analytics last night, and we qualify for 2/3 qualify for.
Yeah, we've got enough followers. We don't have enough watch hours.
We don't have enough watch hours, right? So
For monetization?
for to be accepted into monetization.
For YouTube to look at the channel and go, yeah, no.
Yeah. So for YouTube to pay attention to us and then cancel us right away.
Right.
So that's why we switched to No Jeremy.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Right.
Oh, Jeremy.
So that's kind of cool. So I think we have a shit ton of stock in whatchamacallit, shirts and shit.
Yes.
Let's start shipping them away. Let's give away some shirts. So watch to the end. Watch this somewhere. I don't know. Just set it on and then just walk away. You don't even have to watch it.
Right.
Dude, I've used that premium subscription with YouTube so I can turn the phone off and still listen to the videos.
Oh, lucky you.
I fucking love that feature, man.
I always forget it whenever I'm playing it in the car, and I'm like, yeah, because I'm so used to turning the screen off.
Yeah.
And then the music goes on.
Yeah.
Now I gotta listen to another ad when I started back.
Oh, fuck that. No, I'll pay to not have advertisements all day long. Like, if you want my money, just take my money. Just don't fucking bother me.
Just can't pay it all.
Yeah.
You want one of these little cuties off here?
Nah, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
He's got some Rick and Morty nerd rope.
Is that good for your kidney stones?
I hope so.
I hope so. Yeah.
You want some tea?
You gotta keep hoping, brother.
I hear tea is great for kidney stones.
No, you've had kidney stones on your teeth.
I heard tea is excellent for kidney stones. Number one
I
cause.
think a certain kind of tea, maybe.
Water, bro.
Number one cause.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Tea is the number one cause of
That's what
kidney
they say.
stones? Have you ever?
I don't technically know if I've had kidney stones or not.
Oh, you'll know.
Well, no, every
Have you
once
ever
in a
had
while.
one? I haven't either.
No, man, I watched my ex-wife's like writhe in pain on the floor multiple times with them, and
Right.
now I just think is her evil trying to get out.
Drew?
Every once in a while. Right,
Drew, is that the case?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Every once in a while I'll have a hard time, and then I'll literally feel something pass, and then I can, pee comes.
You're good to go.
So, but it doesn't really hurt. It's just like a pressure feeling.
You know, Drew's so nice to so many people that he's been bottling up the evil.
Yeah, dude.
That's what it is coming out.
Not dealing with that shadow. You gotta let that shadow out, dude.
Yeah.
For real.
But I've never screamed in pain. And I was screaming for hours.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
You
dude.
should have went to the hospital.
I
They
did.
gave you some Dilaudid.
they didn't give me shit.
No,
They
dude.
kicked him out, bro.
Yeah, they can't do much for
They didn't give
you.
me anything.
Yeah.
Dude, they
Dude,
fucking...
I've seen my dad split his hand almost in half, wrap it up, and go back to work.
Yeah.
Kidney stones dropped him.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they say it's second to like childbirth.
But they gave him Dilaudid. And he
wish
was
they-
on fucking Mars.
Well, they didn't volunteer, and I wasn't gonna ask. Sorry, they thought I was there, like I always like drug seeking or something. And I was trying to explain to them, like, listen, man, like this is not. But I wasn't sitting there like, I was talking to them normally because I'm trying to stay composed.
Right,
No,
yeah,
he
yeah.
was debilitated.
No, they really want you to be a drama king in that place, man.
Yeah, he
They
was
really
debilitated,
do.
debilitated.
I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
That's tough. Well, you feeling better though, man?
I did till last night, and then I think another one's coming through. I think there's probably more than one. So like
Fuck.
today's not so hot right now.
Did you know there's the cat, and he's public about it, so I'll say his name. His name's Matt Gunther. Do you know that dude from Collinsville? So Matt has chronic kidney stones. He deals with them every day and has his entire life.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Every day. Yeah. Every day. And his are, dude, they come out looking like fucking asteroids. They are massive. It's unfucking believable.
Every day.
Every day. Yeah. I cannot imagine.
I mean, there's got to be some remedy to stop that.
Well, so far they haven't found it. I mean, he's sought medical profession for years, or medical help for years.
They've got
His
medicine
diet's
that
right.
dissolves.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. You know, I'm not sure what it is. If it's like just baked into his fucking genes, or if it's what it is. But
Bro, I probably bridge jumping.
yeah, that's definitely a conversation that we've had before.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we've taken some long walks in the woods while you're suffering.
They do
Yeah.
have medicine that dissolves them. So, did they give you that, Drew?
They said
Go to a different hospital.
They said it was Anderson. It was close to the house, and I could make it there.
Yeah.
And I was like, because I drive myself, and so I'm there, and I walk in the front, and the lady's like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "Just, kind of use his restroom real fast." And she's
Just
like,
shoot me.
Yeah, and I was like, "Please." And yeah, they didn't do anything, dude. I talked to the doctor. I said, "Hey," I go, even though I just gave you that urine sample and I almost died giving it to you in the bathroom, I was like, I still feel like I have to go. And I go, so my concern is my bladder still full? Am I empty? Because I'm drinking a shit ton of water trying to flush everything.
Right. Yeah.
My bladder going to burst or anything? And they did some ultrasound on it just to look at to see. She's like, "You're emptying it sufficiently."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Well, Anderson, to be fair, is not exactly known for being a stalwart in the hospital community. They are,
really?
no, dude, no bueno. No, their women's center is fantastic. Like if you're popping a child out, go Anderson. If you got a fucking paper cut, stay the fuck away. Yeah, yeah. So I would just say, I mean, I'm from Collinsville, originally. I know that place pretty well. That hospital is not known for being the best. I know people that have laid in that fucking ER for way too long. It's yep. Not a great place. So next time, maybe phone a friend
Yeah.
and go to another place.
Well,
Yeah.
he tried, but I was out of town, so I was like, so I text you on Sunday.
Dude, I was, yeah.
You were either asleep or
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was trying to sleep because I didn't sleep at all for almost 2 days.
Yeah.
The worst of that. So.
Yeah.
What other flavor you got over there? Or what flavors do you have?
Let's see. So I got the smear is the maple cinnamon.
Okay.
I was feeling a little sweetie today because we had Jeremy coming on.
Oh, that's
there's
really
that.
sweet of you.
This is, and I ordered all the no savory ones. I think I got a plain. Yeah, I got a plain. Maple, maybe something, and then the cinnamon, whatever
I'll try that.
this one.
Yeah.
It was really good to
Was
get.
it?
Yeah, it was super good. Here.
I don't think I've ever even eaten cream cheese, which is what it is.
I don't know if that's cream cheese because they don't call it that. They say it's a smear. So
It's pap.
It sounds so
Pap,
dirty.
yeah,
it sounds
it's
so
the pap
dirty
smear.
when it's
Yeah.
that's the pap, the pap smear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring that up next time we're talking.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm
Mm-mm.
gonna see if I can sneak in and just put pap.
Yeah, dude.
Smears.
Or even just a pea, just pea smear. Yeah,
pea
that's,
smears.
yeah.
I gotta study their font. And their
Yeah,
sticker
dude.
color.
Hell yeah.
Have somebody cut me a sticker.
Yeah, you're gonna do it fucking right.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real good. Just a nice little. I didn't have any carbs this morning, so
It's
I wanted
very
some.
rich.
The smear?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
They
Well,
they put so much on when you get it. Like it is too much.
oh, like when you get it there,
Yeah, it's like a half inch of smear.
smear. Oh, that's a lot of
Yeah,
smear.
Yeah, and like right.
That's
It's fucking smegma. is what I meant.
copious amounts of smear.
It's the copious. Oh my
Yeah, probably gratuitous.
Yeah, it's a
Gratuitous amount.
It's a gratuitous amount of smear. G smear. Yeah. Mm-mm. Well, I guess if you get it on the right spot, you're doing okay.
Well, they make a good bagel actually, man. They,
Yeah.
They make them like the East Coast style.
What is this place?
C&B, it's down in Wood down from Juice Shop.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. So.
I want to hit up that 1929 pizza place sometime.
They own that too.
Do they? Same people?
Same people.
Is that That's who's that dude? Some dude hit me up the other day. I don't really know him. Kip Sparrow.
Yeah, fuck him.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay, cool. Well, glad we threw that out there.
Sabaro?
No,
Like the pizza
Sparrow.
place?
No,
I miss
Sparrow.
Sbarro's, bro.
Sparrow.
Sparrow.
His last name's Sparrow.
Yeah. Chuck went to school with him.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, right
Fuck
on.
him.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I'll
Right.
just say it right out there.
Yeah, nice.
fucking runs his mouth, man.
Oh, really? Oh, that
He's
sucks.
a lonely, sad motherfucker that just likes to fucking keep running his mouth.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's a bummer.
yep.
Wow.
He's a good pretender, though.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
them. Is he overweight?
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I see where you went.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, he's, if he was in a band, it'd be called The Pretenders. So,
Wow.
pretends to be your fucking buddy. And
Gotcha.
just to get dirt, just to fucking run rumors around.
Yeah, but he works down there, right?
He's at 1929, yeah, he's the wine sommelier.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha, right on.
So I forgot he worked there last time.
Sommelier.
Yeah.
Is
So,
he actually professionally trained to do that? Or is
yeah,
it- oh.
actually, yes. He's a really good chef, too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
his food's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
I just don't like how he's got to run his fucking mouth when he shouldn't.
Uh,
So,
yeah, well.
This is not the guy who owns the place.
no, Matt's fantastic, man. And once he fires him, I might start going back there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
I forgot he was there last time I went. It
Hmm.
kind of ruined the whole experience.
No shit.
And for me, for me, he's just one of those dudes.
Yeah, I get you, man.
Just constantly fucking doing some sideways hitting on you and shit,
Mm.
And I'm like, just fucking, I know you're born with a pair, so just fucking say, hey, do you want to fuck? And I can say no, and we can get it over with.
Oh, wow.
Instead of fucking some backwards bullshit all the fucking time.
Wow.
We knew another guy like that.
Right.
Same fucking thing.
Same lines, bro.
Yep.
Same lines. I think I was telling you about it. Same fucking
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah.
He's
Same.
like, I was talking to some girls at Arkansas. No, you didn't. No girls saw my dick in this whole time. Well, I mean, recently, yes. But, at this time, it's a no. It's just some backwards fucking sly shit.
That's weird, man.
I know the pool's real low. Like, it's a real small pond to fucking fish out of when you're gay in this area. But, don't fucking,
Yeah.
just come out and say it, bro. Don't fucking.
Speaking of which, you guys ever see that show Ozark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That scene with the FBI agent and the dude with the
yeah,
beard,
yeah.
man, when that first goes down, boy,
Yeah.
doesn't that fucking smack you sideways?
Dude, that was,
I sat up, I was like, what?
All that repressed anger, man.
Yeah, it had some unresolved shit there, buddy.
Right.
I don't know. I just watched that fucking. I was rewatching that show, so it brought that up.
That show, there's not a second of that show that does not give me anxiety when I'm watching it.
really.
They do a good job of that, dude.
Dude,
like,
that
it
show,
keeps
that
it
show,
like-
yeah, that show keeps you in.
It
keeps you
does.
locked.
It's also like I don't think it's that far from. I mean, that's one of those shows that really touches like it sort of walks that edge of reality and TV, right? It's like I know it's a fictional show, but
Well, yeah, and it's not even filmed in the Ozarks.
right,
It's filmed in Georgia where they have tax breaks.
right.
Right.
Isn't everything filmed in Georgia?
Pretty much, bro.
A lot of things are.
Walking Dead was.
Yep, sure was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, things
anyway,
all the-
Georgia supports, bro.
All the Marvel movies that I see are.
Are they out of
yeah,
Georgia?
It has the peach on it at the bottom, at the
Right.
end of the credits and shit.
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah,
I'll be
man.
damned.
Yeah, that's a good show though, man.
Yeah, it is. It just talking about that, like the whole gay thing, like that scene, man.
Yeah.
was fucking like that
He-
dude.
But
Oof.
he was just like James Thompson, man. Just the same horseshit line. I was like, you got photos? Do you have any proof? And actually, the only real question I had was it biker chicks? Because they think they know, And then he's like, no, like, then you have no idea what you're talking about. You're talking out of your fucking ass. You're lying right now.
So is he outwardly gay or is he like?
Oh, he's
Oh.
definitely flaming out.
Okay.
Yeah, he was gay in high school.
I didn't know. I
Yeah.
didn't know if he was like pretending to be like not, and then like.
No,
trying to
he's hella
slide into your
sliding my fucking
pant
my
messages.
shoot.
Yeah.
No.
No, he was gay in high school.
Yeah, which I don't
No,
care.
and nobody liked him in high school either.
No, dude, and here's the thing, like, dude.
He hung out with all girls. None
Yeah.
of the dudes could stand him at all
So, like,
because of that kind of thing.
yeah, because it's like, just be straightforward. I know it's hard to
Right.
be straightforward when you're gay, but, I mean, be straightforward.
Right, I understand
You
what
know?
you're saying. Yeah,
Like,
makes sense.
I hang out with Hazel. Hazel's a lesbian. I love fucking, I go to Bubby and Sissy's probably once a month, man. I fucking love it there. It's fucking, all the guys are nice.
Right. Yeah, they treat me real good.
Yeah, you treat me nice, and I never pay for a drink there.
Nice.
It's gonna be a real good day.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Number one hooker.
So I just don't drink the drinks with the floaty things in it,
Right,
So,
yeah.
But
What's this white fizzy powder?
right.
Don't worry about it.
It's Pop Rocks.
Top right.
Mhm.
It's all right.
Yeah, threw a Mentos in there.
Yeah, they're right those. Jack and Coke. because got me jacked up.
Yeah, no shit.
But,
That's crazy, man.
speaking of jacked up, man, I found cut water on July 4th, right?
Yeah.
I bought have you seen it in the stores? It's 12.5%. 12.5% per can. It's tequila, triple sec, and fruit juices, right? So like a low acid, if you will, fucking margarita. But it's 12.5%. It's a lot.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that's like fucking Steel Reserve.
Especially in a can.
Steel.
Yeah.
And low carbonation, so it goes down like
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
So I drank 4 of them on 4th of July. I couldn't see. Like, I you know, like, when
Yeah.
you have a few beers, like, you feel it coming on, you have an option to go to the fuck home or fucking
Right, yeah.
make other plans, right, before the fucking alcohol really kicks in. There is no fucking, there's no warning.
Yeah.
You are just smashed. So I was riding around a neighborhood in St. Charles on the one wheel. Fucking couldn't even see, but I was racing e-bikes in the neighborhood. I was winning too, by the way. I don't know how fast I was going, but I was drunk, so it felt
Yeah.
really fast. But but the next day, I hated myself. I've never hated myself after drinking like that. I've hated myself after drugs. You know,
Wow.
like guilt and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But my body was so depleted. So like, when I woke up the next day, I was like, that should be illegal. That stuff.
Wow.
I'm starting to that shit, bro. Like that shit. So over the weekend, I bought a couple 4-packs again. I'm like, maybe my diet was off. You know, too little food. You know, it's science, right? I gotta try it one more time, see what happens. So I had 3 of them on I don't even know, Friday night. So I get down to Kentucky Lake, get there, I drink 3 of them before bed. Woke up the next day, zombie. It fucking just wrecks me.
So probably shouldn't do it again. I mean,
Well, no, I mean, I've tried it, and I've had the
Yeah.
same results twice. I'm
Right.
good now. I don't need
so
to
anything repeatable is real, right?
Right. So I'm like, why? So I can drink beer, I can drink tequila straight, I can drink all these things and have something's in that cut water that fucking literally wrecks my body.
You know what? What's
My
good though?
body and mind.
Ranch water. You got those?
I thought those were kind of bitter. Like, I don't know, like tart, maybe bitter is not the right word. I don't know.
It's just one of those ones where like it
It
was
tasted like a fucking White Claw.
a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like
We
White
have them
Claws.
down in Nashville. I haven't seen them here though.
I've had ranch water here. Good job, Chuck.
Damn, what a catch!
You should just hold it there the whole show.
Well, they're barely on the edges. So
Yeah.
maybe I didn't tighten it.
So you can tell clearly I didn't drink the cut water last night.
Right, yeah. You were completely in the zone today.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Well done, man.
Thanks.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
That was rad.
So yeah, no,
That's good.
I hate cut water. I think it should be banned.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go real Karen on this.
Is it worse than Four Loko?
So I never had the OG Four Loko, so I don't know. But I've drinking like 340s of 800 and never felt as bad as I did after fucking 4 cans of this shit. I did. I'm telling you, man, there's just something in it that
No
doesn't
thanks.
jive with my body at all. Like,
You should put up a survey about that. And see if
yeah,
anybody
you know,
has a similar experience.
I'm gonna go full Karen on it, man. I'm starting a Facebook group to ban it. You know, I'm gonna give them a bunch of free advertising.
Yeah.
Dude, I threw up on fucking 4th of July from it. Just water. I mean, dude, I fucking backed into a car.
It wasn't just water.
Well, it was tequila, fucking fruit juices and simple
It
syrup.
has fruit juices in it.
Right.
So I put PCP in my weed. It's just fucking weed.
Right. So, dude, I'm still angry about it. I haven't gotten over it yet. I'm still
Want some water? Fuck water.
Oh, it's fucking terrible.
Does it have actual fruit juices in it?
It says fruit juice. Natural. All natural. There's nothing artificial in it. Minus probably whatever the triple sec is.
Well, that's probably what it is then. It's
Triple
probably,
sec?
no, it's probably like the fruit juice and
I
the
drink-
mixture of everything.
Dude, I drink fucking high-end fucking margaritas all the time with fresh squeezed juice.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I think there's too much
There's
too
some
much
kind of
tequila.
preservative or something.
No, there's too much tequila in it, bro. There's no preservatives in it. It's actually, I really want to fucking love them because they're like the best version of a margarita you can get. Like,
Hmm.
You know, and I can buy a 4-pack at the store and know that I'm fucking blitzed after $8 or whatever the fuck it is. I mean, it's like buying Steel Reserve. It's like buying 4 tall cans of Steel Reserve and smashing them all, like, in a beer bong.
Mm.
So, that's what it's like. Did you ever, like, beer bong fucking, like, hard liquor?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so one time we did. So our beer bong in high school held a 6-pack, right? So we thought, let's get fucking annihilated. So we did like a 6-pack worth of fucking vodka, right? So you're sitting there, everything's fine, and then you hit the floor. Right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what this shit does. Like, it just hits so fucking hard, man.
Well, it probably doesn't help that it goes down so easy, right? I mean, that's, yeah.
So,
Anything that goes down that easy probably shouldn't be.
So if you've had cut water and you fucking love it and it doesn't affect you.
That's weird. I don't drink alcohol, so I don't know.
Yeah, right.
But I
right,
watched
yeah.
somebody drink a fifth of Jack, jump off a balcony to fight a dude, and the next day he was fine. So
I've done the fifth of like
So-
I've done the fifth of Jack and woke up the next day, but I had like some other substances and to help not
yeah.
make me too drunk.
Right,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, like it was. I was so drunk on 4th of July, I would have went and bought like a gram to sober up. Like that's how bad I was fucking.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
Mm.
Like, and I'm like, what in the fuck? I couldn't walk. Somehow I could one wheel.
That's fucked up.
I've mastered the one wheel intoxicated. I mean, that motherfucker and I are just like, it's just like putting a shoe on, bro. Which I probably couldn't even done that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna boldly state I've never been that drunk. Oh, and especially off of fucking 4.
Had you eaten? I mean,
I'm sure I had. You know.
that's another factor too, is what was in your system.
That's why I tried a couple. You know, the week
Right,
after.
yeah, right.
You know, science. So I tried one more time.
You got to try 2. Try 2, maybe 3.
Well, I tried 3 at the
Maybe
lake.
3 and more is too much.
No, I did 3 at the lake. That was definitely too much.
Yeah, but maybe just have 2. Maybe 2 is the
Damn it, they got
perfect.
pineapple? Fuck, I might have to try the pineapple.
Maybe 2 is the perfect ratio.
Well, one,
Maybe 2
dude,
is the-
one I was in my feels. One I'm sending text I probably shouldn't send. You know, two I'm buzzed.
I was wondering why you sent me that.
Yeah. You showed us your beach scenes.
Yeah. Return the love, right?
So,
Oh,
Well, there
fuck.
are ones that are not as strong as that one.
oh really? There's less than 12.5%? Because Schnooks and Godfrey just wants to kill everyone.
So the Long Island
Now it's
Iced Tea, the
Chinook's
White
fault.
Russian, contain 14%, and the margaritas.
Did you say 14%?
Yeah.
The Long Island's 14%?
Yeah, and the lime and mango have 12.5.
Yeah, that's what I
The
had.
gin and tonics is 6.2,
There we go.
and the vodka sodas are all 5.
Okay, so I've only seen
Yeah, you went ham, dude.
12 and a half, like, no bullshit.
You went ham.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, you might as well just pour, like, fucking.
Yeah, it says on here 2's enough. That's what it says.
Yeah, well,
2's enough.
does it really say that?
Pretty much. It says,
Well, why are they selling a 4-pack? Fucking Schnooks, bro. It's all Schnooks' fault.
So you and a friend.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's the problem. I don't have no friends, bro. I just drank them all.
Yeah, you fucked up, man.
Right.
that means a can or 2 can sneak up on you quickly, leaving you with a headache the next day if you aren't careful.
A fucking headache is not a fucking understatement, bro. That motherfucker, I mean, I was dead.
Yeah.
Dude, and we were like, we go out on the boat, it stormed all weekend down in Kentucky, right?
Right.
We had like a little window. Dude, I'm fucking, there's nothing that's waking me up.
I'd be interested in knowing. Can you pull up the nutritional specs, see how much sugar is in a can and what he drank?
Oh, I don't think there's that much.
No, dude, no. Fructose is a sugar.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
and this triple sex sugar.
Right. It's all sugar. That's what I'm saying. Is
It felt
when
like
you
my
dump
sugar was low.
that much sugar in, you are going to fucking drop the next day.
I'm telling you, fucking dead.
Yeah.
I've never.
It's no different than if you got a clean system and you go and eat a donut. Within an hour of eating that donut, you will be asleep.
Yeah, you're out.
You'll be done.
Dude, I've done that at Cracker Barrel, like where I've gotten pancakes, and it's passed the fuck out.
It's like a fucking diabetic, like a pre-diabetic coma,
Yeah.
you know?
27 grams for the tequila margaritas.
That's a lot, but it's not.
That's no more than a soda.
No.
Soda's 36 grams.
Yeah, soda's, yeah,
The
even
lime
more.
vodka soda is 0 carbs.
Huh?
The lime vodka soda is 0.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody drinks vodka, bro. It's fuck.
Potato whiskey, it's so good. Let's call it that. It makes it drinkable.
Yeah, like rubbing alcohol? Love it.
Right.
Love it.
Slam that fifth on the way in.
Yeah, man. Windshield wiper fluid? Let's go.
Is there alcohol in windshield wiper too?
I use it. When I lived over in Germany, they did it. There's a little trick they did, and so I do it. I don't know. Oh, I guess maybe not everybody does, but BMW used to sell jars of it or like jugs of it, like really expensive, and it was just fucking rubbing alcohol or like
Right.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
put rubbing alcohol in your.
Yeah, it prevents like it de-ices really well, and it gets rid of bugs like immediately.
No shit.
Well,
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
Shit.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper than buying the big jugs of the shit that doesn't work too well.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, we do.
Yep.
The
Yep.
more you know.
The more you know. Yeah.
Can
So
you
it's
put that
just-
graphic in?
Is it really diluted? Just like
I,
local alcohol.
Yeah, just regular like.
I mean, like the normal kind, or is it like Windex?
No, it'll, like most of the good stuff will have alcohol in it, but then it's got other shit too. So what I do is I'll just put in like whatever you use, whatever the fucking orange or blue shit, put some in,
Right.
and then every time I'll fill it with the alcohol first, and then whatever's needs to be topped off, I'll just use regular washer fluid. Yeah. Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
The more you know.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it.
And now
I mean-
when you get a cut, you can just
Yeah, dude.
Squirt
Just
shit
squirt
out.
it. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
I'll hold it up there to your.
No. So if we're ever together,
How's your leg?
Leg's okay.
Did it hold it together? I thought you would.
It did for a while, and then we got in the fucking lake, and then so we went to the DG and got some wound wash, and hosed it out, and then new skinned it up, and then.
you got in a lake with an open wound, huh?
No, I mean,
Bold
move.
That is a bold fucking move, bro.
I super glued it.
fuck, come
I
on.
You
super
ever,
glued it.
you ever used the Gorilla Glue on that, dude?
Actually,
Gorilla Glue.
Loctite glue.
Yeah, the brown Gorilla Glue is what I used to use all the time.
Yeah, I used it was the photos don't make it look too bad.
Not that Gorilla Glue's any better than a fucking lake water in an open wound, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
it helped it heal
Oh,
quick.
shit balls! How'd that happen?
I was moving shit around the storage. Yeah.
Yum.
So.
Yeah,
it
nice
fucking-
cash.
Yeah, it bled to my shoe before I got to here from the Connex. Like to get a paper towel.
You should put some smear on it.
I should put some smear on it. Kind of the same. Might
This
look
fucking guy.
Might look the same. So yeah, Chuck
The
had,
fucking animals be licking your leg and shit.
Chuck had some Loctite hair super glue.
Duh, there you go.
Yeah, so I just,
That'll do, pig.
Dude, that's perfect.
I held
Yeah,
it together. And
that'll
fucking
do.
glued it up. And
Well, I sat and watched him struggle with Band-Aid for 10 minutes
Yeah, I was
before I
getting
offered it
pissed
to him.
off. Yeah, I was trying to do it the right way. I got the first aid kit out, wiped it down with alcohol,
Yeah.
So it was kind of, I put my foot on the dash when I was driving down the lake, and it kind of opened it up.
Yeah.
So we got the wound wash, and hosed it out, and
Nice.
new skinned it. And
Yeah.
so I don't know, I'm still getting fucking super glue off my leg, but whatever.
Yum.
But yeah, it was a pretty good gash.
Yeah, that Gorilla Glue, the brown shit specifically is always cool. It takes about 30 minutes to dry, which is a pain in the ass. But it'll bubble up, and then you sort of smooth it down as it's drying. And then when it's ready to come off is when the wound is healed. And it actually falls off naturally, and then the wound's fucking good.
Dude, I'm a
It's
picker,
it's
man.
wild shit. Are you?
I was picking that shit on.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that. Yeah.
What day was that? Was that Friday?
I think so.
Yeah, it was the day I was
Yeah,
going
Friday.
down.
I think somebody's in the
Oh,
ceiling
it's
tile.
Dumpster.
Oh shit, my car's out there.
It ain't a dumpster.
It's not the dumpster?
Nope. I don't know what that was.
So
It's Tuesday.
So it's Jack and I ride.
No, he's been coming on Wednesdays.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, 'cause I made him move the dumpster last
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
Yeah, that was pretty loud, though, whatever that was.
Yeah, no idea.
Maybe my car's on top of yours now.
Right.
Somebody's real angry.
Yeah, 2 cars fucking.
Yeah, fuck.
Two cars, one lot.
Cigars, one lot.
Mm.
Dude, that might be my favorite cigar band. Is that what they call it?
Label?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And,
kind of
and I've seen, yeah, so it looks like an old, like, gas station.
Oh, last call.
Hmm.
Is that a good cigar?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. I brought Chuck a Padron Principe.
The little ones are fucking strong for what they are.
Yeah, I like the skinnier ones. They're less strong.
Yeah, the little ones, the little, what are they? Fuck, that's the Flaquita.
Yeah, the Flaquatas.
The little ones are
Corticas.
the Corticas.
Yeah, and then
They'll
there's
sneak up on you.
And then the third one that we don't carry is the genitalia, or something,
Yeah.
something like that. So
Small genitalia?
yeah, it's
Is
a
it?
medium genitalia.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Average.
So how do I bring the cigars? So I'm only gone a few days, but
Right.
next week when I go to Mexico, do I have to pay like a tax or I have to declare that shit?
I
Like,
don't think so when you go in.
no.
That's just what you bring back.
Yeah. The U.S. wants its money. Mexico is going to get your money at the resort.
My boundaries are.
Oh, where you going?
Isla Mujeres. that how you say it? How do you say women?
I don't know.
Well, anyways, it's a
Mamacita.
Puntas.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's the ones I'm
Puta.
going to avoid. Same.
Por favor.
Mamacita, puta, señorita.
We're going to, well, it's called the Island of Women, is what it's called, but Isla Mujeres. But it's across from Cancun. So you have to take a ferry over to it.
Mhm.
And it's like, they have a resort there, but we were like, let's get a fucking condo.
Nice.
Because you can take that and drive around like a golf cart and shit. So hopefully it healed up by then. But that's what we're going to do. And the dude who owns the Airbnb or whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
he sets up transport at the airport for us, like to get across on the ferry and shit. He said,
Right.
set it up and have a golf cart wait for me.
Nice.
Hmm.
So
Very cool.
go and drive around, check out. We were hoping to see if that place didn't have the seaweed problem that Cancun and Rivera might have.
The what?
Seaweed,
Well, no, it's going to because it's still off the coast.
but it's facing the other direction.
So if the sargassum is, if it's in bloom, it's probably going to have. You're probably going to get sargassum on your beach.
Dude, just make a ghillie suit while you're down
Yeah,
Right.
Just embrace it, dude.
Why did I have to declare that when I came back?
there. Yeah.
Not if you
They
wear it.
probably-
Not if you wear it on the plane. I mean,
If
I
it's
I
a-
came with this motherfucker.
yeah, this is my skin, bro.
If
I
it's a
identify
big
as
thirsty
sarcasm.
place- If it's a big touristy place, they probably clean it off rather quickly.
But, so the first time we went was the last time we went, and we couldn't get on the beach at all. They were there all day long with bulldozers and shit. And
Oh,
clearing
man.
it off. They had like a shipping container. They were dumping it in at the end of the resort all day long.
Do you think China buys that too?
China buys everything.
I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I don't know what anybody does anymore. I don't believe any of it.
I think China buys everything so that way they can have it all.
I don't know. I'm not sure, dude. I don't know. I've seen specials about places in Africa that are just stacked for miles with plastic fucking bottles.
It's only a matter of time before
I don't
Russia
know.
and China go down the beach.
That's not.
I don't know, dude. I'm not sure because
No, it's not based on their economy. It's based on
Well, China can't-
their population. They can't sustain.
China can. Well, neither can we. Neither can
No,
we.
yeah, but we're in a way better situation than China.
But-
or
Yeah,
Russia
yeah,
is.
we're all heading towards the whole planet's heading towards population collapse.
have you guys ever thought about this? Like we've got some. If we say who are
Within our
enemies,
lifetime.
right? Who are enemies? Everybody, China, Russia, right?
Right.
It was Iraq. It was whatever. Now it's China, Russia. That's the hot button.
No, it's always been Russia.
And it's
Yeah.
always like they do this, they do that,
Always
they do
been
that.
Russia.
But
Do they?
who's the country that's been at war every day of their existence? It's us.
Yeah.
These crackers over here.
Right.
You ain't hearing about China invading every other fucking country in the world and occupying and tearing down and rebuilding with no big contracts. It's us.
No. China,
So-
China
so-
goes in with money.
China's never going to attack the United States.
Not,
Right.
Not,
Ever,
not
because-
not in a war fashion.
Right.
Right.
Because China can't feed its people without us.
They need our corn.
They need our soy. They can't feed their people without us. Russia doesn't have the money to attack anybody, including the Ukraine.
Right. That's exactly. Yep.
Including the Ukraine.
Right. So I mean, how big of a monster can these other places be? I think all it boils down to is that we need enemies, so we need protected.
They killed Gaddafi because he wouldn't accept the Fed.
That's right.
And he got
That's right.
fucked up.
Yes, he did. Right in the ass, right on the street.
Bad.
Yep. That was
Right.
fucking horrible.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, that's all I'm saying is like, I don't know how quickly anybody else is going to do anything because I don't know what we really know about anybody.
They took the imams out of Iran in the 70s, early 80s.
It's the same thing we do with the Native Americans.
In the 70s or early.
Gave
Was it the
blankets.
imams?
Wipe
Was
them,
it
game
the
blankets.
imams?
Are you cold?
Who was it that had control of
chilling.
Iran in of the Middle East in the 70s?
Brought to you by Pendleton.
I can't remember.
Woolen Mills since 18.
But they took them out, and look at what happened to them within like 20 years.
Right, exactly.
Like complete
Right.
global civilization collapse.
I mean, we had that conversation about Native Americans, and it was some pretty crazy shit going on way before we ever showed up.
Well, sure.
But we sure as shit didn't come in like host a peace summit.
Right.
I mean, like, I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't know what I believe about anybody else anymore because all I know is about where I live and the service that I did, and it's like, what the fuck, man? It's all a bunch of shit.
What am I hearing now?
Somebody's coming on.
No, I guess it's outside.
Man.
Noise
door-
out there.
Big city shit.
Dude, somebody's banging on your door.
Ah, Jesus.
Pivot.
Yeah, they tried to come in, then they banged on it. Yep.
I got you. Look, your garbage guy wants to get the garbage. You can't get to it. I won't get near that car.
I'll
He
move.
said he'll be back around.
All right.
Move your car, Drew.
Let me see your keys.
What?
Who said he won't
The
get
title
it?
deal.
Yeah.
She wants to meet for 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, but she wants it in somebody else's name. She's gonna be an ass about it. She wants it transferred to somebody else's name.
Ah, Jesus.
Man, that sounds like fun.
How long can I? Man, think you can get the whole cigar like that?
Yeah, probably. If you're really, really careful. I don't bother. I just flip my ashes off.
I know. I seem like it'd be pretty cool. But you have to smoke it standing up, don't you?
No, I mean, if it's a good cigar, it'll hold its ash.
Yeah.
Like that.
Wait.
No, well, don't stand in front of the camera.
Oh, I didn't know you had camera on.
Yeah,
Welcome to the podcast.
right. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wants to meet tomorrow afternoon at 2.
Uh,
All right.
she don't want it coming back in her name?
She don't want it in her name. She wants to have it in her name. I'm gonna pay for the lost title, but I ain't changing the transfer stuff. Yeah. So, all right.
All right,
Thanks,
we'll
sir.
figure it out.
Okay.
That trash can's been coming on Wednesdays. I don't know why he's here today.
Because his job is to be here on Tuesdays.
Oh, well, last week was 4th of July. That's why he was here on Wednesday. I didn't even think about that.
Hmm.
I said, hey, man, can you move that over? Because I had that truck.
Right.
I was like, dude, I barely got that truck in here. And he goes, well, the alley. I go, I don't give a shit about the alley. I give a shit about this garage door.
Right.
So you can put it in the smack down the center of the alley for all I care.
Right.
So he moved it.
Hmm.
So he moved it.
Very nice. Very nice.
Man, I got something sort of off the wall to ask you guys about. Reincarnation,
Yeah.
right? So, my whole life I've thought about reincarnation, like, die, you come back as something, right?
Right.
Which sort of makes sense. Like, energy can't be destroyed nor created. It's just here. Like the water. There's never any new water. It's all the same shit, right? So, yes, very much so. Like, very much so, considering, yeah. So what if, like, you have these moments in life where you have these epiphanies, or people call them awakenings, or whatever.
Right.
All of a sudden, you're a new fucking person, right? You know shit, you don't know how you know it, right? Well, ancestrally speaking, what if when that person dies, that DNA sort of goes away, that energy does whatever it does, it goes out in the ether. What if that reincarnation happens, like, periodically and throughout your life via different parts of your ancestral lineage, when you're ready for it, or when it's needed, or whatever that appropriate timing is? And when you have these moments or these epiphanies, that's a moment when you're being sort of graced by that presence, if you will, or by that person, or that reincarnative, like, energy.
That's right.
No, I mean, I don't know what brought that to me, but it did, and so I started talking about some people about it. They're like, oh yeah, there's a whole theory behind that. So that sort of led to that exact point of, like, having a realization about something and not knowing where the fuck it comes from. Like, why am I having this fucking thought? I didn't just read about it.
Right.
And then you go, wait, no, that's a whole thing. So it's like, it's sort of, I'm not going to say it backs up or validates the theory or the concept, but it
So I
does.
just read Saturday, I think, something that said that the whole thing's a journey. So you move through realities as part of a journey
Right.
to become what you're supposed to become
Right.
at the very end. So
Sure.
the whole thing's like, this is just a section of that journey.
Right,
And
right,
then when-
right.
And then when you're done here, you either move on because you learned what you need to learn here,
Mhm.
or you come back here.
So then would that
Like repeating the class.
would that mean then that what you're being, I'll say, graced with, so to speak,
Coming
isn't
back-
somebody else's. It's yours from a past life.
Coming back here as a human means you failed the class. You flunked. You got held back. You got to do it again.
So then, are they memory? Okay, so then, what would that be then when you have these moments
Well,
of
if you think,
fucking
if you
realization,
think everything
right?
is just energy, if you think everything is just energy, then all the knowledge is already here. You just have to tap into it.
Right, but that okay. So that's what I'm getting at, I guess, is when you have those moments of tapping into it. Is that a memory of it from another time or another timeline or
Well,
dimension,
I-
or is it
Yeah,
like
I
is
would-
it just fucking like you popped a bubble?
I would think that, right, I would think
You know?
that that's what it would be because that's why they call it an awakening.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
don't
I
know.
would think that's
I don't
what it
know.
would be.
No, I just thought it was interesting, man. It had me really fucking thinking for a couple of days.
Really?
Yeah.
Here, I was just mad at Cutwater for fucking last week. You're getting all deep. I was just
Right.
like, I'm like, how do I shut
Right.
this shit down?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm trying to fucking destroy a company.
I don't know. I don't know. But it's sort of like interesting to me to think that that energy is out there, but it doesn't come to you until, I guess, A, you're ready, or B, it's necessary.
Well, I think that all the information that ever is or will be is already out in the universe.
Yeah, it's already
You
there.
just pull it from it. Because how else can certain people have tuned into stuff that they're artists
Tesla?
or it's
Oh,
new
is
stuff,
Tesla?
and they have no experience in
Right, there were no books
mathematics,
about it
but they-
before, right? Yeah, they just know it.
An idea came to them, and why did it come to them? You know,
Right.
so.
And that was the whole premise of the conversation was,
Alien.
is that yours? Was it in your DNA? And it just got triggered, it got turned on at some point?
Well,
Like-
but if everything's the same energy, if we're all made out of the same energy, then it's all the same DNA. It's all the same everything.
Sure, but when you pass your DNA down via childbirth, it's very specifically based on everything that's in your past, your experience, your lineage. It all comes through epigenetics. Yeah, your epigenetics. It all comes through that. So it does make it different and individual, which could speak to like creating a very certain skill set, like a Tesla or Einstein or somebody. But I don't know.
Wasn't Tesla's parents fucking geniuses?
No, I don't think so.
But,
I don't think I've ever read that much about Tesla's
But,
parents or where Tesla
but
comes
somebody 5 generations before him could have been.
Right.
from. Right.
Or it was the alien puppeteers.
He could have had
Wow.
the bloodline.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was in
Yeah,
those
he
in
could've
that
had-
in the
He could have had
DNA.
that RH. He could have had that RH.
RHA. Yeah.
Blood.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Just anyway.
I mean, they all could have had that royal bloodline.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's why
I think we're all related.
that's why royalty inbreeds is because they want to keep that RH bloodline.
Well, yeah, that's why the monarchy is all
Yep.
fuckered up over in
Yep.
England.
Because
But that's where we
they're
come
bloodline.
from. I mean, that's where this nation comes from. Is like, they were formed by Rome. We were formed by them, so we're basically from Rome.
Right.
Fucking conquerors, which speaks great volumes about who we are as people.
Right.
It's sort of the same mentality. Even on an individual basis, you want to fucking win and fix everything, It's I don't know.
I had a street moment last week where some guy was talking shit, right? Trying to fucking ruin my day.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm en route to go have a conversation with him. And then I was like, you know what, why?
Yeah, what am I doing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Why put his head through a window? Right?
Yeah.
Why?
Why put yourself through anything?
Well, because
Yeah.
for that instant gratification.
Yeah.
It was, so it was just one of those things that somebody's just sticking their nose in their shit. Kind of like Kip, right?
Yeah, dude.
So,
right.
like, I'll probably go back down there while he's working there.
Sure,
I
yeah.
need to, but yeah, I stopped myself from fucking giving a shit.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
good.
So, but like,
Yeah, man.
but we're most of us all brought up the same way. You talk shit, you get hit.
Yeah, dude.
And,
yeah.
So it was like one of those things where it's like, oh, I gotta go fucking take care of this shit.
Yeah.
Because
It's money for me. It's you can say whatever you want about me as long as it's not damaging my pocketbook or taking from me.
And
The minute you start damaging my pocketbook or taking from me, we got a fucking problem.
Yeah.
It's another business owner in downtown.
Yeah.
And so it's like, that if you're talking shit here, you're going to talk shit about the business. And then I was like, I'll go nip this in the bud right now. And then, but then I was like, you know what? It's why?
Right,
Why-
right. Yeah, dude.
Why feed it? That's what it is. It's feeding.
Right, yeah.
We feed it whenever we fuck it, and it just makes it work.
Well, what kind of person is he? Is he a pity party person?
He's a fucking sorry sap, bro.
Yeah, so he's a pity party person. So don't give him a reason to have the pity party like I did.
Yeah, and your experience was kind of what weighed me, not to do it. 'Cause it's like, what benefit does it have?
Yeah.
You know.
You know how it's going to end
So
up.
I'm gonna have a hard time. What, Saturday?
Yeah.
All wheels. I'm gonna have a hard time Saturday.
Yeah. No, we'll be all right.
I'm gonna have a hard time Saturday because I know the law
Right.
and I know that where I'm at most likely.
120 and you're out the door the same day.
Well, if you even get it, but I know where I will be.
Right.
I know that there's a high likelihood that somebody will already know my name and be more.
And it'll probably damage reputation even in fucking down there. So,
I don't know.
well, I'll get some cut waters and we'll forget about it.
I don't know. There's already damage, so can't actually prove it. But he's already taken
Maybe.
food from me. So
Yeah. Well, just up your game.
so
And that's the thing. It's like,
Can we get leather jackets and go like march on his establishment?
telling you right now.
West Side Story?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
We just stand in the parking lot and dance.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on?
Right.
Should we,
That'd probably be more scary than anything. What the fuck?
when's the choreography lesson? We need to hire somebody in. 'Cause,
PD
Oh
will
my
show up.
God.
PD will show up and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Stay golden, baby.
hey, you can't
Right.
you can't dance in public.
Right.
Oh, motherfucker! I guarantee I can.
This ain't Footloose, bitch.
All right.
So, I always talk shit on artificial intelligence because it's super scary. So we talked about Indians earlier, just joking around.
Yeah, dude.
And I asked it a question. I was like, please write me an apology letter from the President of the United States to the Native Americans for stealing their land. In like 3 seconds, it made this whole fancy ass letter for me.
Really?
Yeah, and it is.
Are you using ChatGPT?
Yeah, it's a rad fucking
So
program.
ChatGPT, ask it to say something positive about Trump. It absolutely will not.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
really-
Absolutely will
Really?
not. Yes.
That's funny.
And if there's other questions that you can try to get it to answer, and it won't.
Well, that's odd because ChatGPT, it's nothing more than an aggregator. It's not actually that intelligent. It's an aggregator of things found out that are already existing on the web.
Right.
So, but I'm interested in what this says. What's like a little snippet of it?
I'll read the first 2 paragraphs real quick. To the Native American nations, I write this letter with a heavy heart, knowing that mere words cannot fully express the profound remorse and sorrow I feel as the President of the United States. I stand before you today representing a nation that has, throughout its history, failed to honor the sacred bond between Native American peoples and their ancestral lands. It is with deep humility that I acknowledge this immense suffering endured by Native American communities as a result of the policies and actions of the United States government. The land that was rightfully yours, passed down through generations with profound culture and spiritual significance, was unjustly taken away. The forced removals,
But
broken
we're still not
treaties,
giving it back, bitch.
and countless injustices inflicted upon Native Americans are a grievous stain in our nation's past. Unfortunately, y'all fucked because you're getting it back.
Right.
But no,
Right.
it keeps going. But
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah. Casinos and alcohol, though. Have at it.
Right.
Go drown your sorrows.
I've won the last Indian casino I was at.
Right. I was told that by somebody, whether it's true or not, whether they were just pulling it out of their ass, but I was told by somebody the reason why, because all of us have like 0.2% or some
Right,
shit,
yeah,
Native
yep,
American, or
yep.
like everybody does, and the reason why the threshold is so low to identify as Native American and get your Native American check
Mm-hmm.
is because the government gives them more money. So like the more people, the more money they get.
Right.
So like a township has to spend all this money or it loses money.
Yeah, it's
same,
bureaucracy.
Same kind of a thing.
Yeah, use it or lose it, huh?
Right. And so they're more than happy to accept more because they're going to get more. You're only getting a percentage of what they're getting. So
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
somebody told me that one. I don't know if it's true or not, but somebody told me that.
Well, I mean,
remember
it's-
who told me that.
Yeah.
Might have been Steve.
was like the eight civilized tribes have like get some kind of benefits from the government because they're on the registry or whatever.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Why are they civilized?
This is what they're
Why is there
called.
only 8?
I'm guessing. I think that's what it was. I'll look it up. I'm on ChatGPT right now.
Probably because they were big enough to.
racist.
They
They're
had,
the ones who,
probably
like-
because they had the numbers.
I think they went on the
That's
trail. They
racist.
went on the Trail of Tears and did all this thing and,
Oh.
and all that. Like,
They were the ones that said, all right, we'll move.
yeah.
Instead of dying.
So I put,
Right? Yeah.
I put the Indian down in front of the cigar shop,
Hmm.
and so Steve put a cigar in it. Lasted a day. Somebody took a cigar.
Right.
Now there's an ink pen in it, so other random people are putting stuff in there. So I'm just gonna keep taking photos of the.
Are you sharing them to the Instagram and stuff?
Not
you should
yet.
be. Yeah,
So-
you should be.
How big? Oh, there it went.
Beautiful ash, man.
How big is this opening
And that's why I don't do it, Drew.
for the?
Oh, it's about the size of my right.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Somebody put a little ink pen with a skull on it.
That's
So
nice.
I'm just gonna take pictures of all the random shit that's in there, and then at the
Okay.
end of the year, just do like a little recap, like when I need more content. So-
Wow. Nice.
And then if anybody destroys it, I'm gonna say the Parasol Bird's back alive and he's back after the Indians.
Hey, I read something the other day about that too.
It's not the thing with the face. Did you read the flying thing with the fucking
No,
human
no,
face?
no.
What's that?
No, the reason why they never found evidence that the Parasol Bird actually existed is because it could fly. And so therefore its bones would have had to have been hollow. And hollow bird bones do not fossilize
Right.
because they're hollow.
So what about flying dinosaurs? Which ones were those?
The pterodactyls.
Pterodactyls.
So they've only found very few of them. They're not like their other bones. Like there's lots and lots and lots of like Tyrannosaurus Rex bones. I'm just gonna
Sure, right.
throw a name out there. I
Right.
don't know if that's true, but there's lots of those bones.
Aren't all birds supposedly ancestors of that? Like
Yeah.
that's where they come from.
Well,
Or,
I would
like
assume.
remaining
Yeah,
dinosaurs.
chickens were Tyrannosaurus Rexes.
Right.
Yeah, chickens are like, aren't they the closest thing?
Raptors, I think, actually. But yeah,
No shit.
Right.
yeah.
I don't know, man.
But that's why there's no evidence that the Parasol Bird. That's why they've never found.
I think it's because it's
Anything.
still alive. That's why you can't find it. That's why they fenced off the thing, so you can. So
Oh,
he
so
doesn't
you
get
can't
out.
get-
Well,
well,
he,
that's
and he
it.
doesn't get
Yeah,
out.
he's back there.
You think that fence is keeping them in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All them caves that they fenced off.
Yeah.
That's dude. I've seen homeless people get through that fence.
Right, I know, but you never see him come out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Parasol Bird's eating good.
I think the Parasol Bird was as big as, what was his name, Falcor? The flying dog?
Yes, it was.
That's big.
Well, I mean, it's drawn to
Comparable?
scale. No, it's drawn to scale on the
I
gloves.
mean,
Okay.
Yeah, that's to scale.
I think.
What if Parasol Bird and Robert Wadlow were the same person?
Actually,
The same
Robert
thing.
Wallow used to ride the Parasol Bird to school.
Oh, that's right.
I think
Yeah,
he's-
right, right.
I think he's probably about the same size as Trogdor, the Burninator.
Hmm.
A joke nobody gets.
No.
Yes.
What's Trogador?
Yes. So back in the early days of the internet, there was a webpage called the Homestyle Runner,
Okay.
and it was just a big. It had Strong Bad. You don't know who Strong Bad is either.
No.
Had Strong Bad, and it was a cartoon series, is what it was. And Trogdor was one of the episodes, and it's like the most popular one now.
It
Yeah.
says,
Almost
featuring a
that.
muscular arm, a beefy torso, and a consummate V-shaped head.
You gotta watch the episode. The cartoon's pretty. Actually, the whole thing's pretty. Homestyle Runner was some pretty good shit back then. That's back in the day of Newgrounds, and you know what Newgrounds is?
No.
Man,
They're fresh. Are they fresh for your coffee pot?
losers.
Right? Newgrounds?
Newgrounds.
Sounds like a hipster coffee place.
It's next to Sacred Grounds in
Newgrounds
Edwardsville.
was flash animation. That was what it was. You could get on there. Regular people could get on there and make animations. Flash
Oh,
animations.
that's
That's
cool.
really cool.
Yeah,
You make your own shit?
yeah. Regular people could get on there and make flash animations. So
Not irregular people though, right?
that's where a lot of the memes. There's a lot of memes that still come from back then. So.
Is it like the one with how they're shooting the missiles at France or whatever you're talking about? Yeah, I'll find it for you. It's one of my favorites.
Have you ever seen? You've had to see the GI Joe PSAs because they've made their way through Facebook and social.
Yeah, yeah, a while back. Yeah.
The pork chop sandwiches. So the GI Joe PSAs were made back then. They were made on Newgrounds.
Oh. Is it still a thing? Can you still get on there?
I think they were made on Newgrounds. I think Newgrounds still exists. Yeah, I think you can still get on there and watch the videos anyway.
Oh yeah. It's like a flash thing.
Yeah, it was all flashing.
Oh shit, so that's loud.
Right. So another thing that come from Newgrounds that has made it is the old Badger videos, the old what was that one?
Honey Badger don't give a shit?
No,
Oh.
it's a loop of it's just a loop, like a song. It's a loop, and then I think Amazing Horse was done on Newgrounds back in the day. I think I'm not sure about that.
Dude,
one.
I've
It's a whole lot of internet shit, man.
Yeah, bro.
That's a whole lot of
I
internet
remember
shit.
Charlie the Unicorn.
So yeah, I think so. I think that was a Newgrounds thing too.
Really?
And llamas with hats. I think was a Newgrounds thing. Some of it's not. Some of it's like Salad Fingers. He's not.
I remember Salad Fingers.
He's his
That one
own
I do
thing.
remember.
I never heard of it.
That was some funky shit right there.
It was.
That was fucking gross, man.
Yeah, I don't know any of that stuff.
It's weird. It's really, really weird.
Fucking Salad Fingers.
So what's this new movie that people are complaining about child trafficking? Have you seen it?
The Sound of Freedom.
Yeah.
That just got dropped last week or whatever. 4th of July. I haven't yet. No.
Dropped where?
A
Netflix?
lot of people are freaking out about it.
Netflix?
No, it's like I think you gotta go to the website to watch it maybe, and it's in some theaters. But yeah.
I mean, you sure you can find it on one of the legal streaming apps.
What is it called?
It's called The Sound of Freedom.
The Sound of Freedom.
Yeah.
It's about child trafficking and pedophiles and like exposing people and shit. And so, of course, all the people that would be not want you to know about that are trying to shut it down. The movie.
Yeah. This is it says after rescuing a boy from ruthless child traffickers, a federal agent learns the boy's sister is still captive and decides to embark on a dangerous mission to save her. So I guess it's
It's starring Liam Neeson? Or?
no, right? Like I guess it's
I know who you are.
I guess it's like a
I have a set of skills.
based on how they make some movies how it's
Yeah.
like it's a movie but it's based on real shit or whatever, yeah. So
There's so much shit that we'll never know. And then when a movie like that comes out, it's probably 90% accurate, and then it's like,
Well, that's
everybody's going to downplay it. So
right.
That's the playbook, right?
That is
We're
the
not going to
playbook,
hear about
yeah.
it.
That way,
They're going to.
that way the world's shit. And then if you support it, you're a fucking kook.
Yep, yep.
They're just going to up the Barbie advertising so that you don't hear about this one.
Right,
What they're
exactly.
gonna
Right. That's so fucking stupid.
Oh, Margot Robbie.
do. Yeah, I can't wait to see Oppenheimer though.
Oh fuck! I gotta move my car.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, I can't wait to see Oppenheimer. I bet that's going to be good.
Yeah.
I bet it's going to be great. And I like the advertising they've done because when they discovered it and Barbie was going to come out the same day, they started like mixing them.
Oh, yeah?
So some of the advertising has been pretty good for it. So,
You know what movie is good, like, along those lines? It's kind of Jeremy. But, about the guy who beat the Enigma machine. What was it called? He created the first computer. Oh my gosh, what kind of was it? It was in my head 2 seconds ago.
no,
Mhm.
I
No.
don't know what you're talking
Alan
about.
Turing.
What is it?
Alan Turing. It's a movie about him, and he's the guy who created the first computer, and they used it to break the Nazi code that they would send their stuff on the Enigma machine. He broke the Enigma machine for the first computer he made. This was back in World War II, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
And then,
Batman.
but he was harassed by the British government, and they sterilized him for being gay.
Sounds about right.
He ended up killing himself. And everything. So.
It's good stuff.
And-
Yeah, he ended up killing himself.
I want to
No.
know why
Right?
there's a movie about
Like
Crowley.
Epstein killed himself, right?
About Crowley. I want to know why there's not any movies about Aleister Crowley floating around out there.
I don't know who it is.
We talked about it one day, remember?
No,
About
bro, I have to
the
watch
Church of
that.
Satan and all that stuff, right?
Do what?
He's like the Church of Satan guy and all that stuff.
No, that's LaVey. That was LaVey.
Anton LaVey.
Aleister Crowley's where LaVey stole all his shit. So Aleister Crowley did magic.
Okay.
So summoned demons. So, I know he did sex magic, which is they would do rituals specifically meant to target the orgasm
Right.
because there's all that energy being expended
Yep.
But what about the
during
blood sugar?
during an orgasm.
Yeah.
What?
Blood sugar and sex magic.
Yeah.
Blood.
She's crazy. She's crazy.
Yeah, they say a lot of shit's
Take that
transferred through when you
Yeah.
during sex. A lot of
Yeah, so-
ancestral and DNA shit is transferred.
All
to other
that
people.
energy can be used to summon.
Do you think I was a strangler in a past life?
Well, they say that there's a theory that when you have sex with somebody and you transfer that fluid, that you actually transfer all the trauma and all the shit from your lives to that person.
It's like back and forth.
So, like, if you have a demon attached to you or in some entity,
Shut up.
There it
That's why
goes.
these broads be crying.
Oh man. Every time.
it's probably because they said no, Mike. Oh.
There's a show I was watching on HBO the other day, and it was called Succession. And when I was on serious pain, so I just kept in and out.
Yeah.
Well, these dudes they're Wall Street type dudes, and they're at some party, and it's this bachelor party, and his wife is like, yeah, she's cheating on him anyway. And she's like, yeah, you get a free pass or whatever. He goes, okay. He's there, and some girl sucks him off, and he's all excited about it. He comes back to the bar, and he's talking to him. He's like, yeah, she like sucked me off, and I came in her mouth. She goes, then she kissed me and spit it back in my mouth, and I swallowed it. And she goes, so I didn't really cheat, because like it's like I recycled it.
Call it snowball.
Recycled
They
it.
call that snowballing.
It's very environmentally friendly, I guess.
Or something
Yeah.
biologically friendly.
Yeah.
biologically.
Hey, let me take that for you.
Yeah.
I'm a nice guy.
But here's a fun fact about Alan Turing. I know we skipped it already. But
Yeah.
the Apple logo is from him,
Yeah,
because
probably.
no, he killed himself by putting arsenic in an apple and ate the apple. So the bite out of the apple is a nod to
So he went out
Yeah.
the Snow White way.
because the government was just
Snow Whited
shit.
himself.
So but he was brilliant. Yeah, he's the guy who invented the computer. And so the Turing test also is what they use to determine if something is like cognizant. Like if you're talking to a chat bot, they do the Turing test, and it allows them to tell if it's a real person or. And so the closer you can get to not being
Yeah.
able to determine it with the test, then it's going to be,
Yeah.
you know,
Crazy,
alive.
yeah.
My whole problem with the AI scary thing is that it's not that scary. It's not. All these things have to have energy and power to exist. So until we create wireless transfer of energy,
Create or
AI ain't
rediscover.
But everything's connected.
well, create or rediscover AI ain't shit.
If you have it in one place, it can
So-
control manufacturing.
But you're going to notice that it's controlling manufacturing. You're going to notice that it quit making cars and now it's making Terminators. Somebody's going to notice that.
Unless they're all dead.
Somebody's going to notice that. So
Unless they turned the fucking
So-
all the carbon monoxide in the factory inward and killed everybody there.
so okay, but somebody's going to notice that.
But what if they get all launch all the
Some-
nukes and kill us all?
Somebody's going to notice. Aside from that, somebody's going to notice that this thing's making Terminators
But
someplace.
the government will cover it up because
And then-
it's gotten out of control.
And then they just climb. Okay, that's fine, but you just climb a
Right.
pole.
By the time we know,
You just climb a pole with a big pair of loppers and cut the power wires, and it's done.
Yeah.
unless it's solar and wind and hydro,
But there's still wires. You just cut the goddamn wires.
some of them are
Well,
underground, bud.
what if you just had, like, what if the only choice was, this thing is going to, the AI is like, you know, it's come alive, it's
They
self-aware.
say it already is.
So say it's self-aware,
Yeah.
and it's like, and it's in
Yeah.
the message, it's like, listen, fuck faces, I'm going to nuke this whole fucking planet.
Right.
You guys don't get your shit together. So like, what is the option, right? Like, so if you had like a worldwide EMP button you could push and just kill every electronic to restart us to the Stone Age, that's
Why-
what you have to do, right?
Why don't we have that? Do we have that?
You do. There.
Sun's going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's
NASA's been freaking out about it for the last month.
Yeah.
a big enough solar flare will do it, and
EMPs are real.
The EMP, yeah, an EMP,
Yeah,
yeah. So.
NASA's been freaking out about solar flares.
Do you know how-
because I guess it's ramping back up. So.
I would absolutely, and I say this now without experiencing it, but like, I just think it would be so beneficial for the world if we lost all power.
Oh, I say it all the time.
I think it'd be
Dude,
fucking great.
Yeah.
I say it all the time. Fucking
like,
right.
So no gas. Like you can't pump gas without power. you know?
Yeah, that's when they'd start taking all the churches and turning them back into what they were originally. They were healing centers and all
Right.
those big fucking steeple points on all of them. It's how they received energy, and I mean, there's a lot of shit about that old architecture that we don't realize.
Right.
And
No, absolutely.
I mean,
And a lot of those places, like, I mean, if Jeremy's talking about the same thing that I'm thinking, like, those places have been here for way longer than we've
way
There's
fucking
been a couple
longer.
resets.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they use their churches and they say, oh, they point to heaven. They point up.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it would be just so, I mean, you know, I still firmly believe, you know, it's survival of the fittest, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I always have. Like,
Yeah.
otherwise, you know, none of us would be here. You know, so I mean, because we've all had our trauma, we want to fucking stop it.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like, what's somebody gonna do without the fucking phone? You know, like, it'll crush a generation instantly.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Well,
and then.
a big part of that generation is us sitting right here.
Oh yeah, sure.
Unfortunately, I mean that's
I'm fairly
Not
content
really.
to go outside and read a fucking book.
right, exactly.
That's
But how many
right.
people aren't?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Right?
You know, but
Yeah.
I mean, and then imagine the community you have to have versus fucking.
Right.
You know, like you now have to grow food and trade with your neighbors
Right.
and fucking.
But-
you know, it sounds so fucking forward to me.
yeah,
But that brings something up I thought I had the other day because
Babes.
fuck.
I watched part of American Graffiti.
Okay.
Okay, you've never seen
If I have, I don't remember. You know, those-
American Graffiti. You've seen American
Yeah,
Graffiti.
dude, yeah.
It's got
Steven
cars in
Spielberg, right?
Yeah, it's got cars in it.
Okay.
So,
I
so
think I've
it's
seen
about
part.
it's about being a teenager cruising.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's of course it's made at a time where they couldn't really delve into too much as the main, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, but you got a movie like that, and then you got Fast Times at Ridgemont High, again another teenage, another movie about teenagers, and you know what I mean. And then you've got Dazed and Confused,
Right.
Yep.
and I watched Dazed and Confused just the other day, and we watch Fast Times at Ridgemont High all the time because Sarah likes it, and I had this thought because you can take Dazed and Confused and you can apply it straight to Generation X.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It transfers
Yeah.
almost perfectly
Yeah.
from the 70s when it's set to the 90s. It transfers almost seamlessly. That's the same thing we did.
Yep.
Climb moon towers, get drunk in fields, same thing we did.
Sure.
So you got American Graffiti set in the 60s. Dazed and Confused will just skip Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Right.
Same kind of thing though. And Dazed and Confused, and all that, it all transfers like from generation to generation to generation until the 2000s, where it no longer where it's not the same no more.
No, it's not because
kids didn't they didn't
Nope.
have that experience that all the generations before them.
No, yeah, you do.
Had.
Because Fast and Furious
Fast
framed
and-
it perfectly.
I'm not talking about the movies. I'm
Right.
talking about the
The lifestyle.
lifestyle. Yeah,
Gotcha.
what we all did.
What was
They didn't have that. They didn't do that, and that's what's wrong with these generations. The late millennials and Gen Z.
They
That's
don't
what's
have-
wrong with them.
They don't have a movie to guide them.
No.
Or they don't have.
That's not that they don't have the
they
movie.
They don't have a culture for the movie to fucking mimic.
They don't have the movie. They didn't. Yeah, they didn't have the.
So
They
it's
didn't-
going to be
they didn't have that
they're sitting around
experience.
Some kids' living room on their phones, fucking, for
Right.
3 hours.
Right, they didn't have that experience. They didn't have that
Right.
that getting drunk in a field and trying to figure out how to get home and
Well, yeah,
What
yeah.
generation are you talking about? Like the
late
20-something-year-old?
late millennials and Gen Z.
So 30s right now, early 30s right now.
It depends on
Yeah.
where you're
Late millennials.
geographically where you're at too.
Like, so-
It's gotta-
So let's say start at 15. So anybody born 93, 94 and past that.
Right.
Past that. They don't have that.
So Dylan's 26. He used to get drunk in fields, and
They don't
fucking-
have that.
He did all that same shit, but he grew up in the country. That's
Well,
just
right.
what you fucking did.
Well, right,
Most people
but where you're seeing the problem with these generations is the fucking city kids, and even the city kids had the same thing we had.
I don't.
So
I think there's something to it, but I think that it's all part of a cycle.
That's gotta be.
Yeah,
that one book you were
Well,
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
and-
oh yeah, because
Fourth term.
the
The kids-
generation of kids now, like we were talking about
Yeah.
this last time, the generation of kids in my neighborhood now are little asshole troublemakers,
right. They're trying to get back to that.
And
Right, yeah.
they're already back to it. I'm
Right.
telling you right now, they're already back.
Well,
to it.
Yeah, our parents weren't there because they had to work. There was all the we're latchkey kids. Our
Right.
kids, we weren't there for our kids because we were all fucking whatever, you know.
Right,
I mean,
right.
whatever. Yeah, it's. I mean, we went down that road. That's pretty fucking poignant.
You know, I really like that conversation. I thought about that a lot afterwards too. You know, it's like because like I made sure I was there.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
Like,
Got delivery, brother.
oh,
Busy beaver today, man.
all right,
Well, it's,
you're good right there, man. Just wherever's easiest.
I knew this was a bad location.
Need water?
You're
in?
gonna need a new
No,
spot.
all right, bro. It's a perfect spot. Gives us more content.
Yeah.
Random other efforts just.
So yeah, you were saying.
No, it made me think, like, it made me reflect back on, like, how I raised my daughter, it's like, because it was, because my parents weren't there, so I made sure I was there more,
Yeah.
It was still a single parent household. I was still there more than what I thought that I was paying attention to.
Right, yeah.
But then when she got older, when she was, preteen and teen, early teens, then she never left the fucking house. And I was like, bro, you gotta go steal the neighbor's flowers or trash cans or something, like. So now, like, I spent, like, that section of her life showing her how to go be mischievous because we've been inside, and, we go outside, obviously, but, it's like, I gave her so much attention, she didn't need to go get it.
Yeah, so you sort of had to learn how to undo what you had did.
A little bit, yeah. Or just expose more experiences to her.
Well, that's like, that sort of mimics like a relationship. Let's say like a romantic relationship where like if you get into it and you like give and give and give, and then one day you realize like the moment you don't give,
it's empty.
You're like, what the? Well, maybe not empty, but it's expected, and then it's viewed as a slight or out of character when you don't give.
Right.
That's where like you have to like just sort of like give a little, pull back, give a little, pull back, give a little, and not nefariously, but to not give everything away, so that one day if you can't give, it doesn't the system doesn't implode.
Right.
And it's the same way with your kids. Like,
she's a good kid, man. She went out Sunday. She's off on Mondays. She goes out on Sunday. One of her friends turned 21, so she goes down to Bon Air. She meets a guy who we actually detailed his Cadillac here. He was down there, and then they ended up going to Woodstock together because that's like one of his little spots there because he represents them. Anyway, and so she gets home that night, or whatever. It's like 10:30, 11 o'clock. She gets home, and she's like, he tried to ask me out, tried to kiss me, and I was like, what'd you do? And she was like, I just left. I was like, no, bro, like, I'm good,
Right, yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I raised somebody with enough confidence to, not let the Cadillac and the money and this and that fucking influence her.
Sure.
Yeah, she's the last person I'd ever think that would like be.
Yeah,
bothered
dude,
by that shit.
I don't know how. I don't know how I got so lucky. Really, though.
Surprised I didn't get stabbed. Actually,
So, kind of, yeah. So there's.
I need to get her a fucking good one.
Yeah, she needs.
Speaking of which, I brought one for you to see.
Uh-oh.
I brought one for you to see too, Drew.
No.
Yeah.
No chance.
Makes more noise.
We're reaching in our pants, taking things out.
It's got a weight to it. Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, that's a bone crusher right there.
Dude.
A bone crusher.
Yeah, it's about one of the thickest little blades you'll find.
Dude, I like that nice cutout for the finger to fucking go over the blade.
Yep, they make a lot of blades for our operators and the teams guys.
Where'd you found? What was it from?
I've had it for a long time. I couldn't even tell you. Wouldn't tell you where I got it. Wouldn't. Yep. Stout. I thought I lost it, man. I was crushed because you can't buy it.
Right.
But so I finally found it not too long ago. I was pretty fucking thrilled.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man, I dig it.
I think I found both my motorcycle gloves. Maybe.
Yeah.
Did
you find one?
I found one.
Oh, well, that's good.
I found.
Just keep the other hand in your pocket.
Right.
Right. Well, it's hard when you're riding. So.
But, hey, whatever you're into, bro.
Tell me about this person who made this rad ass shirt.
Yeah, Terry. Dude, they're big, bro. But like, that's the only two she made.
No, that just perfect.
Yeah. So that's the only reason I went to the night market last Thursday was to pick those up.
Fuck yeah.
So. Yeah, so she does tie-dye. She does, like, hippies, man. They do a bunch of stuff. So,
Yeah.
she had a booth down. Did you go to the night market last week?
I did not, no. Wasn't around.
I didn't get very far, man. I saw a guy I hadn't seen 5-6 years. He used to work for me, so caught up with him. He moved back to the area and back in the music scene.
Right on, man.
So,
right on.
but yeah, so I went to, so she does a bunch of tie-dye stuff, but she took these and did the little stars and shit on them, fucking all hand-painted the stars.
That's super cool, man.
Yeah, so.
Very sweet.
I thought that was just cum stains.
No.
I mean, the shirt is stiff.
Bad aim.
It is a little.
So it's just bad aim.
You know not to dry it for quite a while, right? Wash and hang up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that way it keeps the color bright. Otherwise it fades out.
Yeah.
Wash and hang.
You don't want to heat that semen up too much.
Right.
Right.
Let it move around.
Yeah. Get wiggly on you.
Yeah. So
Start having babies and shit.
yeah, so I bought one, a different color scheme, of course, but I bought. She only had two. She only made two.
Yeah.
Right? And then so it's I bought both of them for her, and then she's on the same committee as I am for Alt Main Street. too.
Gotcha,
So,
gotcha.
just,
Very cool.
Spreading a little love.
Spreading something.
And so I've never worn a tie-dye shirt in my life, ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Still haven't.
I used to make them with my kids out in the backyard all the
Really?
time. Yeah, dude. It's a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
It's liberating.
Is it liberating?
It is.
Liberating.
It's liberating when I don't wear
Liberating.
underwear. That's liberating.
Did you ever wear a drug rug?
What the fuck is a drug rug?
The potato sack.
Oh, yeah.
Drug rug.
Yeah, the
Pullover
potato
thing?
sack pullovers.
No, I couldn't pull. I
I
always,
could never afford it.
I always wanted
had
to
them
buy.
at
Yeah,
Spencer's.
I've always wanted one, but man, I just couldn't. It just didn't fit. Dude, I was white.
I never wore those or Jinkos.
Yeah, I never wore Jinkos
Couldn't
either.
do any of
man.
that.
I
Like,
wore Jinkos. I
Do you have,
lived in a
do you
pair
have
of Jinkos.
skids? Do you wear skids?
I had some skids. I had a pair of black
There's
and blue
skids.
checkered skids.
Yeah, what are those?
No.
Like pajama pants, basically.
Yeah, they had overalls too. And you
Yeah.
wear like one shoulder on and one shoulder off.
No, I sure didn't.
No,
Well, I didn't have that
did
version. I just had
did
the
wear
pants.
overalls, but I wore overalls with the straps down.
Yeah.
So.
So they're basically
Straps
jeans.
and overalls, yeah.
But they look cool though.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's also
But all the
nice.
stuff in the overall pockets would fall out because you didn't put the
Well,
straps
you
on.
didn't wear them like
You didn't
that.
put your fucking like your ink pens and stuff in there
No.
for school.
No,
What's the point?
Sort of renders it useless, doesn't
It
it?
sure sounds like it does.
but
What's
Mhm.
the?
but I
It's
lived.
called
I
fashion,
lived.
guys.
I lived my life in a pair of Jankos.
Did
I
you
lived my
really?
life in a pair of Jankos for a long time when I was younger.
Dude,
Man.
I've never.
Wore them jeans everywhere.
I went on a
They
date,
were
like
really
after my
cool.
separation, I went on a date and this lady showed up. She was like 50. She showed up in Jinkos. I was like,
Jinkos.
Really?
it's like, what? She's like, yeah, I'm just trying to live my life who I am. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, well, you do you, and I'm going to do me over here.
So I
Comfort,
I
buddy, comfort.
I
Oh,
hooked
God.
up a few weeks ago with a girl who was 50 when I was out of town.
Yeah.
She was dressed as a mermaid.
Like, as in she couldn't walk anywhere?
No, she was in the pool.
Was that before or after all the?
Yeah, that's what I want to know, dude.
Which came first, the cut water or the mermaid?
The mermaid actually came first.
Like chasing the kids.
Beautiful lady. She
That's
was
fucking rad, dude.
beautiful lady.
Well played, Chuck.
She so she's
Oh my
You
goodness.
guys, so you never wore
Fucking
Jinkos?
funny. No,
I've
dude,
never
no,
worn
no,
You
no.
guys missed out, man.
Man,
I don't think we did.
I
You
didn't.
did. You
no.
missed out. You definitely missed
Mm-mm,
out.
Dude,
mm-mm.
Carrying
so I
all
went-
your shit in one pocket.
So
You
Yeah,
definitely missed
no.
out.
I actually didn't wear jeans until I was in my 30s. I always wore slacks. I thought I was going to be like a fucking lawyer or something, so I
Mm.
used the part from like grade school on, and never fucked on ever.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just couldn't do it. Like, I was a skateboarder that didn't dress like a skateboarder, and so that the whole thing sort of skipped me. Like, yeah.
She's 50.
I wore Jankos. I played
time
hacky
was
sack.
nicer.
I did all that, huh?
Yeah.
I did all that.
Yeah.
But she had a clip-in nose ring with the metal going to like somewhere over here when she was a mermaid the next day. So very nice lady.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks
So-
like you're preparing to eat her. Oh, well, there we go. Yep.
So
Yeah. Mm.
very.
That's
nice.
that Joe Biden pose.
Mm.
God damn.
Right.
No, that
Get
was.
it all in there.
I think that was a tequila. Is what that was. So, but without,
I mean, we
without the
recently
water.
found out how he keeps his sinuses cleared. So
Who's- Joe Biden.
yeah,
The cocaine and
It's
the
cocaine.
fucking thing.
cocaine.
Cocaine. I fucking love cocaine.
Mm.
They
I
should
seen a
legalize that
meme.
next.
I seen a meme was like, you can't be mad. They found cocaine at the White
Well,
House.
not a felony there, right? In
And
DC.
still calling him Sleepy Joe. Do you want him awake or not?
You want him away? He listened to the population.
Right,
right.
So,
Yeah.
Kinda wake
Yeah,
up.
possession of cocaine in the District of Columbia is not a felony, from what I understand.
Is that right? For real?
They just did that.
Well,
Oh,
for 100 life. Right.
I'm not joking. I'm not. I mean, it's funny. No, I'm serious.
Oh, no shit. It's not a felony now?
He was in some sort of car chase someplace.
No, 175 in a Porsche.
Hunter was, yeah, 175 in a Porsche.
Smoking crack.
And everybody's mad about it. And I
Dude,
was like,
that's the greatest
it's
life
like,
ever.
no,
bro.
man,
Fuck.
fucking,
Hold
I'd
on.
vote for Hunter.
Dude,
Put him in the White
Yeah,
House.
dude, we watched videos, like legit, real videos of him smoking
Yeah,
crack, and
yeah.
dude's hung like a horse too, bro. Like I've seen unedited videos.
No.
dude.
I don't know how all these people are mad at him. I look at him and go, dude, I hung out with that dude when I was younger.
I mean,
Fuck.
if I can do 175,
He looks like a
smoke
good
crack,
time.
and record it, I
Right.
fucking Jesus.
In a
man.
Porsche.
In a Porsche, bro.
What is this guy from the future?
No.
Right.
Was he on a hoverboard too?
Dude, he just
Fuck
got
it.
back from the past.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I am not mad at Hunter at all.
Nah, bro. Hunter
Not
living
at
his
all.
best life, bro. Just
Right.
scamming fucking money out of
Right.
different countries, smoking crack, doing 175 on a way to see some prostitutes.
Right.
Tell me a better Sunday, bro. Tell me a better fucking Sunday than that.
Right.
You want to go to church and pray, or you want to go hang out with
Yeah,
Hunter?
he ran from the police and everything.
What
Like, he
would you
didn't
do if you're in a
stop. He,
GT3S, bro?
right.
Jesus, man, you put me in that thing, it's like give me a fucking fully automatic weapon, dude. You know,
Yeah.
fucking a bunch of banks on the street. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get what I want. You know,
Yeah.
I remember the first time I ever sat on a fucking Hayabusa. Dude, it was a 97, dude. It was the unrestricted fucking Hayabusa. It was a trade-in in a car lot. And I sat on it and just feeling it, man. I'm like, holy fuck, you can feel it.
Yeah,
Like, you
dude.
can feel the energy from the...
Yeah.
So I take it down the road and back, and I'm like, dude, I was real young, you know, but I still respected that fucking bike. You know, like, I knew that this
Yeah.
bike isn't, you know, like my 600. You know, this bike is a fucking weapon.
It's a
bro.
beast, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if you
Yeah.
put me in a fucking GT3S, bro. I mean that car is meant to do that speed. That actually 175 in that car is not even shit, man. That car is a 230, 240 car,
Yeah.
and it's designed to handle at those speeds.
They just,
So,
they
that's
need
the
to,
best car he could have been in. I mean, if he was in a Delta 88, bro, that'd been fucking. You know, that's more newsworthy.
Well, he would have had to been strapped to a rocket to do that speed in a Delta
Or
88.
down a
Yeah, all right.
or have a really long straight road.
with a tailwind. It's
All right.
70
I was
miles an hour.
actually talking about that with that freaking Sonata.
What's
You know,
that?
I looked down. We went someplace
Are you
in
still
it.
driving it?
Yeah,
Nice.
we went to Staunton in it, and
Yeah.
I was going down Rankin Road,
Right.
and I looked down. I'm doing 85.
Oh yeah.
Didn't even know.
Yeah.
Didn't even realize I was
I'll tell you
doing
what, man,
85.
These new cars, I mean, like mine is Drew's because he's got, you know, exhaust that kind of indicates.
Right,
it.
right.
But man, you're cruising so far. Like my truck, man, like I even cut the muffler off. You're still doing 70 no matter what. Like,
Yeah.
You know, I'm cutting through Wood River and it's, you know, I look down and it's 70. And it's, you know, a 30 or whatever there.
Yeah.
So the new cars are so fucking insulated, man. I bet you 100 didn't even. I mean, if you're doing crack and you're doing 175. Does it really feel like you're just doing 55 anyway?
It probably feels like you're doing like 30
It's all
Yeah,
relative,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
for
yeah.
at least 20 minutes. Well, I guess if you're smoking it the whole time, you've got the whole.
Right.
You can maintain.
Hmm.
So yeah, no, it's yeah, I you know, kudos to him. You know, I mean, my daddy.
I'm not mad at him at all. Not at all.
Yeah, it's just all the hypocrisy that comes along with it, right?
Well, no, yeah,
It's
there's-
hard.
there's
I
all
mean,
that.
Well, they
Yeah.
all did it though.
Yeah.
So I mean, if it was
Well, that's the thing. If they just all come out and admit that they're all fucking
fucking piece of
fucked
shit,
up
yeah,
and
Right.
nobody's better than the next,
Oh, yeah,
right.
fucking drop the act.
dude.
Right.
The real problem is it's just
I'm
like
surprised we didn't catch old Bill doing 175 smoking some crack.
Right. Well, we didn't have cell phone videos.
Right.
That's the difference, bro. Like, I mean, look at all this shit. Half of us would still be in fucking jail right now.
And why are you mad at Hunter? Because it's a complete fuck you to his dad. The whole thing, his
Oh,
whole
sure.
life is a complete fuck you to his
Yeah, but
dad.
he still exploits and fucking
Yeah.
takes fucking bribes and then
Yeah.
Well, right.
we're gonna have a fake war in a country to hide it all. And,
Right.
You know, all this other bullshit. You know, we're gonna send our resources.
But it's all he doesn't like Joe any more than the rest of them.
Well, sure.
No.
No, dude, it's such. You know, the whole thing's fake.
Yeah, I'm just tired of young men and women from neighborhoods like this one right here getting sent to places
Oh, yeah.
that they don't fucking need to get sent to.
Oh yeah.
Well,
For
Jeremy.
less.
Yeah.
Well, Jeremy.
Or less.
I'm going to say something that might make you mad. Then they should quit fucking signing up.
No, I know that.
So-
but hurt fucking people that want to be validated and serve and protect that
Oh,
never
yeah.
were
They
will
should quit signing
continue to go signing up because
US government
they're being
targets
sold a
dummies.
bum fucking bill of goods.
Right. Well, what are you being sold? You're being sold college, money,
You're giving all the things that you don't have.
just economics.
Yeah,
Absolutely. So, I mean, and that's,
Yeah.
I mean, I think you should do the draft with no fucking,
No, and I agree. I'm in the same boat with you. They should stop signing up, but they're not.
Right.
They're seeing it through a
Soldiers.
different lens.
Sure.
Buying
No.
soldiers like a human grocery store.
Yes, it is. Yep,
Mhm.
it sure is.
So
It sure fucking is.
Oh, it's awful.
And then you go, you play the role of the bad guy, and you believe the entire time that you're the good guy.
Right.
It's
Some
the biggest
come home-
fucking
some
trick
still do.
ever.
Oh,
Oh, absolutely, they
yeah,
still
some
do.
will come home and think that
They still think they're still the
Captain
fucking good
America.
guy.
So
Yeah, I know.
I've been watching the new season of Jack Ryan. It's on Amazon Prime. It's kind of actually I really enjoy it, man. I look
I'm
forward to it.
finishing up season 3 right now.
I'm on like 2 or 3 and 4.
I've not watched any of them.
They're,
at all.
I like them, man.
Me either.
You know, it's the dude from The Office, whatever his name is, I can't pronounce. But so anyway,
Oh, the okay. I know
Tall
what
guy.
you're talking about.
yeah. Anyway,
Big face.
it's a good show. Yeah, no, it's a real good show. But it's they're season 4. They get into like CIA ops that like no one even fucking knows are going
Right,
on,
of course, yeah.
And then so like one of the operatives, like so they turn off everything. They shut off all the money to everything, and it fucking the implosion starts, right?
Right.
And one of the operatives comes back and tells this deputy director to turn the fucking shit back on, and it goes into how many people this guy's killed based on his orders,
Right.
which the whole time has been for an illegal trade,
Mm-hmm.
and he's the whole time, he's
Right.
lost,
Right.
7 people in his fucking group over the years, to gun battles,
Mhm.
these people, and for what?
Yeah,
For
man.
one person's gain, or this group's gain, financial gain.
Mhm.
Money.
Yeah, man.
It's a really freaking great example.
But it's like Drew said earlier, it's not even an example, it's a playbook.
it is.
It goes back to that theory that if the devil tells you what he's going to do and you accept it,
Mhm.
then you're complicit and you're just as guilty. Therefore, there is no karma tied to that.
Right.
Like it's showing the hand,
Yeah.
right? It's what I believe that's what Hollywood's for. I believe Hollywood is to show you we're fucking everything, and you're gonna go and pay to watch it and love it,
Right.
and you're gonna pay all the actors to fucking to be better than you. It's
so,
rough.
So
Yeah.
you don't believe in that? Do you believe in that? Because I've seen this a lot now. That they have to tell you in order because that relieves their karma. That relieves.
That's what I was just speaking to,
They're
yeah.
telling you
Yeah.
us that they're doing it,
Yep.
and we're allowing it
Because in their
Therefore, they
belief
don't have
system,
karma.
they believe that there is no karmic debt tied to it. Yeah,
Right, right,
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Is that?
yeah.
I mean, remember a couple months ago when there was all those train wrecks and all those train wrecks and those exact locations were like in different films. and
White
stuff?
noise and all
Yeah.
that? Yeah, dude. I mean, it's like, how do you watch a movie about an event that just happened? The movie was made a year before, and it's identical.
Right.
Like, come on, what the really? Like, is it all coincidence? I mean, I don't know, man. It's just too much for me. It's too much. I don't sit there and fucking dive into it, but it just,
When did Idiocracy come out?
I
Oh,
don't
God.
remember 90.
Yeah, late 90s?
99, something
Yeah.
like that.
It's
Right.
literally predicted the fucking future.
Right,
I mean,
right.
There's people that don't leave their house that order everything
Right.
in that fucking just sit there
Yeah.
and stare at the fucking
It's-
TV, get all mad and fucking barely say 2
Doesn't-
words to human beings.
Yeah, dude.
But will fucking be a keyboard commando.
Do you remember that?
Very bussin'. That's all I know.
Do you remember that commercial? It was like I think it was funded by some. It might have been like Latter-day Saints or somebody back in the '80s. And there were these 2 kids in front of an old console TV, like the old wooden Zeniths.
Yeah.
And this trash man comes in,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
"Hey
yeah,
kids!"
yeah.
They
Oh,
open
yeah.
the top and
Oh,
he just
yeah.
dumps the trash in.
Yeah.
He says, "That'll do you for another week."
Yeah.
Yep.
I used to laugh at it, thinking it was like, "Ha ha, dude, fucking for real." And it's not just that now; it's the computers, it's everything. It's all garbage, and people have just bought into every bit of
We
it.
remake the commercial and we open up the phone.
Yeah, dude.
We got
Yeah.
an iPhone box.
Yeah, just jam it in there,
We just throw all the
shake it up, and then a phone comes out.
Wasn't there like a
Yeah,
you could tell it was like a Playboy going in, and it was.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. It was all. Yeah.
It was yeah,
Yep.
and
It sort of makes sense.
No, it couldn't be further from the truth.
Right,
It
right.
could not be further from the truth. It was, and then that was what in the 80s.
It was in the late 80s.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't buy into they're telling us. I think that they make movies the way they make movies in the way that the things move in cycles is because they're adjusting us slowly to the reality that they're hiding.
I think they could both be true.
So,
I think they don't have to be mutually exclusive.
So
you know?
because eventually all truth comes out. Eventually it all comes to fruition.
Mhm.
So they tell you slowly because
So that way you're not shocked.
Well, it's
So
like
that way-
sexualizing a child that's
right.
abused.
So you're
Well, and not
so you're adjusted.
Yeah.
So look at when remember when the big news and we're all old enough. Somebody said "damn" on network TV. That was the thing.
Yeah,
That like
yeah.
like the
Yep.
news is reporting on it like that was
Yeah.
on network television. The free shit that comes into your house off some fucking pieces
Yeah.
of metal.
OTA. Yeah.
And then that was a big deal. Now watch anything on any of those programs.
I remember the
Right.
South Park episode was shit.
Yeah.
Words
Oh,
of
right.
curse. The
Yeah.
words
Yeah.
of curse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's like
And they said shit like 57, so there was a
Right.
counter in the bottom,
Right.
and it just kept.
Yeah, dude.
but that's the whole thing is it's just breaking down our sensitivity to it.
Yeah, it's normalizing things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you normalize,
Cycle it. That's why
if you
there's this-
normalize murder and death and whatever, then when you see it in front of you,
Right.
okay.
so, do you think that everything is accelerating to a point that it's beyond the control of the people who are trying to control it, and they're trying harder to stop it? 'Cause
Yeah, I think they're
No,
they're throwing.
You're in complete control.
I think they're
I
throwing more
think they're-
spaghetti at the wall myself.
I think that there's an actual awakening occurring,
Yeah.
and that they're trying to they're trying to stop. it.
Right. Yeah. I think that's what I think. Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's all yes. It's like
you're accelerating
Yeah.
towards this point where
you as a system begins to break down, everything increases to try to oppose it. So as a force greatens, the opposing force has to greaten, right? So it's just how energy works. So if a system is going to implode in of itself from trying to prevent itself from imploding. It's going to show its cards.
Right.
And that's why, like, you'll have people that want to go out and they want to protest and do all this shit. And really, the best thing you can do is the opposite, because as you give it energy, they intensify their energy,
Right.
and then what you're doing is sort of becoming what they're doing.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
half the shit I see now is just so ludicrous that it's obviously not true.
Right,
They're wrong,
right,
like,
right.
what the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah. It's
And
but
who
until
believes that shit, though?
people stop going to the polls and giving that system power, it's gonna stay.
But they won't stop going to the polls because they create the illusion that everybody's going to the polls.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter how many people actually vote. They're going to put that
And-
number up that this
Right.
many million people vote.
And the reason they show you a line of people at the door is because
Right.
they've made that line happen.
Right. In order to
Yeah.
drive
Yes.
you to the polls.
Oh well, they're going. I've got to go.
Well,
Okay,
so
yeah,
I've seen lines.
Yeah.
With
Of course,
lines. Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
No, the lines are there, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is the lines are not there because people are clamoring to vote. They're there because the machines aren't fucking working for 3 hours.
Oh no.
And you know what I mean?
They were there to vote, but it was 2008. And
Oh, well.
And I live in the city.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
like, not
I've
not
seen
Alton, but
I've
like-
seen
Right.
lines. I've seen lines at the local polls.
Sure.
But the reason is because they show those lines on TV,
Right.
and then you have to be part of the. So they drive the need to be part. Well, them people are voting. Well, I need to go vote
So
because
my-
to express my interest. And the
Right.
truth is you ain't expressing. Nobody's expressing
Nope.
fucking nothing.
No, it doesn't matter. None of it matters.
No.
None of our votes matter.
Not a single bit. Not locally, not state, not fed. None of it matters. And these people keep chanting, "Vote for this guy." Vote. Who fucking cares? When's the last motherfucker, blue, red, or yellow, that ever did something that actually came to fruition for change that's better? Nobody.
They don't.
So-
They don't.
Nobody.
We
They
put
don't.
tariffs on foreign steel, and we all got jobs around here. I mean, that was
Whoa.
that was a real thing that happened.
That,
I mean,
that,
I had a
that was.
That was a real.
That
thing
was a real
that-
thing.
I had a guy.
financially impacted by one guy.
That's true.
I had a
Made
guy
one
on
decision.
Instagram.
Huh?
I had a guy on Instagram
And NAFTA.
against
Whoa,
that
that's not good,
president.
boy.
That was against that president. Like everything he said was anti that.
Yeah.
And I said, buddy, I can prove to you that he helped the middle class
Yeah.
because pawn shops across the country closed.
Across the country.
Closed.
Why? Because they had gainful employment
Yep.
from that one
Yep.
fucking tariff. Now imagine if we got rid of NATO. Holy fuck.
NATO
I said-
and NAFTA.
Oh, now.
And I
NAFTA,
said, you
yeah.
want a great metric for how the middle
That
class is
NAFTA's
doing?
Yeah.
Want a great metric for how the middle class is doing? Go see how the pawn shops are doing.
Yep.
Every, yeah.
And he come back and he was anti everything. He come back and he goes, yo, you're right. He actually said that you're right. He did create jobs for middle class.
Right.
Yeah. His corruption aided the middle. They're all corrupt.
Yeah, all of
His
them. Yeah.
corruption just happened to aid us because of the way he made his money all these years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the middle class now is dissolving.
It's so fast.
Yeah,
well, it was
dude.
before ananyway.
Yeah, right. It's
It
been on the
was.
decline.
Yeah, it was. And really that, and if we're going to play devil's advocate on that one scenario,
Yeah,
that was short-lived
very.
first.
Yeah.
And then it was going to have to be short-lived.
Right.
But it was a marketing tactic.
Right. Yeah.
That's all what it was.
Yep.
And it gained. So what are people going to hold on to?
It was the Impossible Burger of politics. It was like, oh yay, oh, what's that made out of? Fucking gross.
Well, yeah. So now look at our current inflation. So I mean, you got.
Well, they got to make all the money they lost back.
Well, that was because instead of war, we had a fucking illness.
Yeah.
Instead of war, we had an illness that
We went to war on our own people instead of
Absolutely
another country.
right. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely right.
Got to make money. Can't go to war. Let's do it against
Yeah.
our own people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because with this technology that we have developed, going to war like we used to doesn't, and there's no support like there was. Right?
There's not, because now it's so transparent.
Right.
Now you see, like, you remember when the Ukraine thing first started, the news was showing footage that would later be proved to be from video games.
Oh yeah.
And it was literally the pre-screen, like the video, the
But they've
footage they showed
been
before
doing
video
that.
game.
But they've been doing
Right,
that
but now you have the
years.
technology and the smart kids that are like, wait a minute.
I know that.
I know how to find this.
Yeah.
I can use an app to find the same image that's buried down in the web somewhere
Right.
and prove that fucking this numbnuts on Fox or CNN
Right.
is completely lying to me.
Sure.
Right.
But
Yeah.
then you have, so what none of us have experienced and none of us could prove was this last thing, this COVID-19.
Well, no, they proved that they were using images
No,
from
I'm sure.
video games and stuff on
Yeah.
on the news from that too.
No, absolutely. But what I'm saying is, we didn't know how do you rally a whole country? And we can't be war now because before it was war.
Mm-hmm.
We got to have a common enemy.
Yeah.
To get everybody.
Well, they didn't rally the country. They set them apart.
Yeah.
And they did it on
Yeah.
purpose.
at first, but they had to have a common enemy,
Right.
and that was this. It was actually China.
Yeah.
And then,
There's
and then
local
China.
people that were Chinese,
but they used
that weren't
it.
even Chinese, that owned Chinese restaurants. That were
Yeah.
fucking
They used it to
Yeah.
find out who was this and who was this side and who was this side. And they
Well,
did,
and how far can we push them?
they did it
Right,
with the fucking
yeah.
masks.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think
So-
and I think that was what was fantastic. What all that was
Yeah.
was literally leftists doing to separate, to fucking dominate.
But they
That was
they,
that was the
they
last
wanted to
election.
identify their enemy, and they did it with, instead of giving them stars, little stars that they had to sew on their clothes, they
Right.
gave them masks.
Right.
Yeah.
And they did the opposite. So now the enemy is defined by the person that won't wear the.
So I
And if you think they didn't keep records of that shit
well sure.
all over the fucking place,
Sure.
you are out of your fucking mind.
Dude,
But
Yeah.
if this country ever comes to actual insurrection, the people that blatantly and publicly did not wear their masks will be the first doors that get knocked on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang it.
And then you're going to use
Dang
it.
it.
and what's really wild
Dang
is
it.
like, look how I'm conditioned.
They know
Like,
you're not obedient.
Yeah, well, look how I'm conditioned. How I see somebody that's still wearing a mask, right? And we're going now year 3
Yeah.
from the initial fucking drop, right?
In the
Yeah.
cars even. Fucking
In their
crazy.
cars or walking by themselves or whatever, they're still wearing a mask, and they're still not wearing it correctly,
Right,
right?
right,
The nose
right.
and mouth are out. That's
It's
just down there around
wild.
their fucking
Right,
chin.
right.
Actually, I think you're a fucking mail carrier down there at the shops. Fucking one of them. Just
Really?
Yeah. Or
I bought a phone from a girl. The girl that sold me this phone in Florida had a mask on.
Well, that's because she didn't want you to see her real face. So when that phone fucking has a keylogger on it.
I always wonder when they do that. I always wonder, like, do you look like Barack underneath that motherfucker?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on? What's going
Well,
on?
and that's it. But so I see that, and I'm so conditioned to hate them. hate the past and hate what they stood for.
Right.
You know, it stood for being obedient, for complying, and I fucking have lived my whole life not complying.
Right.
And so now I see this shit, and I'm like, oh my, you know, like I can literally.
I see it a different way.
You could wear a whole. You could. That's wearing a whole entire fucking. I can tell, in my opinion, I can tell your whole life.
Yeah.
Because you're wearing a mask now.
I see it a different way. I see it as fear. They're still afraid.
They
still
could
working.
Be. They could be, but why are they afraid? Because they're still watching the same channel.
Right.
Because they're still soaking in the same
They're
fucking
still-
sources.
Well, they're
Instead-
done though. There's
because-
nothing on it now.
Yeah, why?
Nothing.
Because there's no money in it.
Because they were done with it.
It was all-
yeah, they were
all
done.
money.
Oh yeah, it was all fucking money.
It's all this.
It's all
Everything.
money.
Everything we've discussed here is all about money.
Like
Like
all
all
the-
the COVID, everything is about
Like all the-
money.
That's
like
what.
all the 4 or 5 vaccine shots when all you needed was one.
So what does money get you? What is the one thing that money gets you? Don't say power. It's not power. It's ownership. It's ownership. Ownership of anything. Land, a woman, a child, a car. That has been, it's not the money, it's the ownership that the money gets you. So you got to drill down into, like, the money is like, yeah, money is a transfer of energy. Is all money is.
Sure.
What does that money get you? It gets you ownership of something. Mine.
What?
That's what people have to get over. We don't own anything.
Nothing.
We own nothing. It's an illusion.
Yeah, we own absolutely nothing.
I own my house.
No, you
Yes,
don't.
I do.
No, you
because
don't.
if they come to get it, they will kill me to take it. which
Right,
means
but that's
it's
still.
it's mine. So
But
once
when
I'm
they
not
kill
there,
you, and they take it, that's
I'm not
not.
there anymore. So I released ownership by being not there anymore. They will have to. I don't give a fuck if it's my fault that I ain't been paying taxes.
I understand what you're
I
saying,
will climb my roof and
Yeah.
I will shoot the motherfuckers that come and take
but
it.
that
from me.
doesn't take away from what gets
So-
you to that point, which is
So-
that they
right.
own it.
They
Right.
still own it.
Yeah.
Right.
There's not. We don't own a fucking thing.
You own nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Certificates of title. They're not titles. They're
Right.
not ours.
Well, and there's nothing to own. And why? I mean, what do you? You know, the banker's not shoveling cash in a fucking thing.
The biggest thing COVID did
Yes.
is the stupidity. All the stupidity
Yeah,
that
dude.
they fucking on both sides.
Oh,
They're-
sure.
Everybody is so fucking. So
Dude,
they
showed
released
cards, man. They,
they
showed all their
released
cards.
they released GMO mosquitoes in Florida, right? And if you go and you read, so they've been going to do this for a long time.
Right.
Like this has been in the works since the early 2000s, and they've already they released them other places in 2000s, test runs and shit like that. But they've done so much to condition people to the GMO thing, and GMO's a dirty word,
Right.
even though it's you eat a banana, it's GMO.
Right.
So they condition them. It's just, oh my God, the stupidity coming from these people over these fucking mosquitoes. And all these mosquitoes is bred, they're like the dinosaurs on Jurassic Park. They need something to survive that isn't natural in the environment. So they'll breed and they'll pass this gene on that needs this thing, and they'll just start dying. That's all it is. There's nothing. They're not. It's nothing.
Why is it our right or why is it our will to?
Well, fuck mosquitoes, A.
Why?
So I completely agree with that. Fuck
They,
mosquitoes.
they have to have
They-
some
they-
purpose, bro.
They don't.
Then
What-
it kills the bat ecosystem.
What purpose? What purpose do mosquitoes have? How's it kill the bat ecosystem? How? This
Maybe
thing
food
they
source,
need
though.
is harmless.
But man,
It's harmless.
everything is put here for a reason.
That's right.
You tell me the reason mosquitoes are put here.
Dude, I don't have to know.
it's-
I just know that if they're here, there's a reason.
If you
What's the source?
if you don't like something that's in a natural ecosystem, don't go to that ecosystem and try to make it something that's not.
What
Yeah,
function
I
do
kinda
they?
don't agree with like fucking with
What
Mother Nature.
function
Me either,
do
me
they
either.
serve? What function do mosquitoes
I don't
serve
know,
at all?
but
All they do is spread disease, nasty, terrible diseases
dude,
too.
I'm sure the government told everybody
They-
back in the day that Indians,
Yeah.
Indians were bad.
Maybe they wouldn't be maybe they wouldn't spread nasty diseases if the people didn't have nasty diseases.
Well, there's that too.
I mean, they spread dengue fever, malaria, West Nile, Zika.
Yeah,
They spread so many
There's gotta be a
diseases.
reason.
there's got to be a reason.
What?
Yeah,
What's the reason?
The Earth
Don't-
wants it to happen.
yeah.
What's the
That's-
What do you think the recourse is going to be if you eliminate the mosquito population?
I
This planet
nothing.
will rebel.
No.
Yeah. I would
It's not
imagine
the-
so.
It's not the bees.
What'd you find?
Mosquitoes play a role in ecosystems as a food source for other organisms, such as birds, bats, fish, and other insects. The larvae of mosquitoes also contribute to nutrient cycling by consuming organic matter in bodies of water. In this way, they help decompose organic material and contribute to the overall balance of aquatic ecosystems.
There you
There
go.
ain't plenty of shit that does that. There ain't plenty of bugs for birds and,
Only
and
mosquitoes.
fish to eat.
But you know what? It ain't us to play God.
Right.
It's not on us to play God.
Right.
If we're inconvenienced by something, we got to find a different way.
So I'm saying it without saying
would-
that, but yes.
Yeah,
You know, yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
that's the thing
but
that-
we're already doing it.
Oh.
But we were doing it before by spraying
Well, we do
poisonous chemicals all over the fucking
sure,
place.
sure.
Right,
So-
right.
Absolutely.
None of it's as good as the next.
Now we're not spraying poisonous chemicals everywhere. This is better though.
So-
This
so
is better.
So eventually, we're just all going to be plastic and corn.
We already, yeah,
We
we,
probably already are.
They also are pollinators. Certain plants.
yeah. We're actually going to be turned into plastic ears of corn just for the fucking comedic value.
Corn cob holders.
That was my buddy Mike. Mike.
Dude, I mean, you know, it's like there's zillion. And
No, there's not.
What's insane is like the people that you can get absolutely just dive down this forever and make it ruin your life, or you can just enjoy the fucking short time you have on this.
Yeah. Like you get stung by a bee, and then you want to go kill all the bees.
Right.
And you are so short-sighted, you don't understand how vital they are to the ecosystem.
Absolutely right.
And then
Which one of you motherfuckers just hit their microphone?
No,
none of us.
no,
No, I hear it's take off your headphones.
no. It's in the headphones.
No, it ain't.
Oh, it's not.
No, I don't know what it is. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's so loud in the headphones.
It's
louder in headphones than
it's yeah, it's gonna pick up bad. It's not like we have quality control anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
We've gotten up 15 fucking times.
Well, you know, shit's going on.
It's like it's no different to me than like the if you want to talk about like global warming or whatever the fuck they call it now. Like whenever you do that, you're like, okay, there's a natural progression that we have accelerated or exacerbated through technology and industry, right? And then we try to circumnavigate it with more technology and industry. That's no different than trying to stop an argument by arguing. But that's human nature. Like you know what I mean?
I would agree with you on some things that we don't have the right. We don't have the right to decimate a population no matter what they cause, but not mosquitoes, because mosquitoes are fucking worthless.
How
They're
about
not.
fucking wasps?
They're
Wasps
just
are
fucking-
worthless.
Now, this wasps serve I won't, because you can avoid a wasp. A wasp doesn't want to be your friend.
Wasps stung me for no fucking reason.
No, they had a reason.
No, it didn't.
So if somebody
you were
from
fucking
another
with it.
country came here
You were fucking with
and
it.
you were annoying them
Uh-huh.
and they didn't like you and you didn't serve their purpose and they killed you because they didn't realize the purpose that you served in the
now-
local ecology.
Well, now, wait a
Yeah,
minute,
it's like a
though.
dick right over here.
Now, wait a minute, though.
Big purpose.
Did I have the decision to go,
You were
oh,
just- you
all right,
just-
bud,
no, you
see you the
just-
fuck later?
No, you're just an internet troll that provided no content to anything. And so they were like, you know what? We can eliminate this fucking
Well played.
We can
Yeah.
eliminate this
I'm
pest.
educating. I'm educating.
What are I bet you mosquitoes are educating somehow.
I'm educating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are the mosquito. Small, annoying.
But completely avoidable.
I feel like I just read a Lao Tzu book, dude. Like,
Wasn't in your ear.
Fucking Dao and Ching over here, man.
Completely avoidable.
No, sometimes you seek
It's
out.
like these goddamn flies. I
Yeah.
hate. You can get rid of flies too. They can bring flies out too. Flies are worthless.
Can't
as
do
well.
that. Can't do
Flies are
that.
worthless as well.
I should bring back the big
hate
flies, from
flies.
the dinosaur times.
I hate flies.
I wish flies picked you up and carried you.
You know why? But you know why? Because flies want to be your friend.
No, do they?
Yes.
They want to be your
Yeah,
friend?
yeah. The motherfucker wants to be
Is
your.
that
Why
why
do you think he's hovering around the table? Because
Is
he
that-
wants to be our friend.
Is that why you hate them so much? Because you
Yes,
don't like
that's
people
right.
being your
Dude, if it has
I don't wanna be his
if it
friend.
has life in it,
So
have at it.
I'm with you, bro.
If it has life in it, I didn't make it. It ain't my job to destroy it.
See, I agree.
My
Yeah,
girlfriend's deathly afraid of spiders. I pick that motherfucker up. You go outside, buddy.
Dude,
Have a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
life.
Me too. Me
So,
too.
it's
So
the
I pick
same
'em-
thing.
But you know why? You know why? I don't pick them up, take them outside. I just scurry them off where the old lady can't see them.
Dude,
Right.
I picked
They
up,
don't bother me.
I picked up a slug the other day, like on a dollar bill. tiniest little cutest fucking slug I've ever seen, right?
Yeah.
And it's so like, when's the last time you seen a slug?
Oh, I used to step on them in my houses when I was a
But
kid.
dude, I haven't seen them in years.
Fucking gross, man.
Dude, we
Going to the bathroom at night?
Right? So
Yeah.
I was down at the lake, and like one just got on my beer koozie, and I set the beer. We go inside and set the beer koozie down, the beer down, and it climbs off and it's on the table. I was like, look at you, little guy. What the
Right,
fuck?
yeah.
So I went and got the craziest looking dollar.
They
I
wanted
had,
some of that Cutwater.
Well, I was,
Yeah, you're like, I heard things.
right. I heard these things, bro.
You're gonna get drunk eating your blood, bro.
So I get a dollar bill out. We were gambling this way, dollar bills out. So I got the nastiest looking one. More than likely has the most cocaine on it.
Right.
So I got that dollar out and put the slug on it, let him crawl up there, and took him outside and let him go. But what purpose do slugs serve? Why should I save that life? Because
he's
it's a
harmless.
fucking life.
But
All of it has a fucking reason to be here.
I scurry the spiders off because I don't even take their webs down. My house is covered in spider webs.
Yeah.
You know why?
'Cause they eat all the
they
other
hate
bugs.
fucking flies.
That's right.
I hate flies.
But every grain has
That's
a
the
purpose.
enemy of my
Like,
enemy is my friend.
right.
So-
Yeah, I just have a hard time with and it's people too. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's life, man. It's not on me to
Generally, I
get in the
concur.
way of that.
I don't ever want to handle life.
I don't like mosquitoes either, bro.
Generally, I concur, but
Listen
fuck
here,
mosquitoes.
You fucking love
Fuck
mosquitoes.
mosquitoes.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a mosquito fucker.
Yeah.
You fuck one mosquito,
Yeah.
and you're.
And all the mosquitoes are Jeremy, bro.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. The fucking Rick and Morty get you?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Rick and Morty kicked in, bro. When the headphones came off and he just kind of, the head nodded down.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty's in.
No, I mean, instantly, not anything.
Oh, shit. Congrats.
Oh, is that what you got? You got. Is that an edible? Is that what you had?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, dude! I almost accepted that. That would have fucked me
Why?
because I can't use that shit right now. I'm in that vet program.
6, 7 months?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It just depends on how quick I get through this program.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's up to
yeah,
them.
yeah.
I'll find out more about that actually tomorrow.
Nice,
So,
nice.
yeah, holy shit! I'm glad I didn't fucking eat that.
Yeah, each one of the little balls is like 50 milligrams.
Okay, let me see that.
Look at it. I thought I noticed this.
Dude,
His
yeah,
face
dude,
slowly
yeah,
changing.
yeah,
I thought I noticed.
You said 15 milligrams.
5-0.
Each little nugget is 50 milligrams.
Supposedly.
I bet you the whole package is.
Oh shit! Yeah, 600 milligram rope.
Oh, there you go.
Fuck me.
Bro. How many nuggets did you have?
Just the one.
Just the one.
Which is still a lot.
That's a lot. That's a good. That's a good dose. At the end of my THC partying days, I'd do like 100, 150, and it was still a lot.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot.
It was.
Yeah.
I'd go to the fucking moon and back, dude. But I was sitting on my couch. I was retired. I fucking.
Well,
fucking
apparently
care.
they don't make these anymore, so it's a collector's item. I shouldn't have opened it.
Oh,
They got in trouble
because
For using.
because they used Nerds and Rick and Morty,
Right.
No.
and not associated with either one.
Not associated with either
Does it
one.
say that? Does it say not associated with
No.
No, but that's got to be the assumption,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, well, sure. It literally has Rick and Morty.
Is that,
There's rope on here.
Well, Rick and Morty's a good choice. 'Cause
Yeah.
Definitely.
If you eat all 600 milligrams, you're going to go to a different.
Yeah, dimension.
Universe.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, if you ate that whole rope, man, I don't know. That's be a
And you're
big
gonna have
terrible day.
adventures.
But
And tomorrow.
Like you would.
You
die.
could. No, you couldn't. But you'd probably be unconscious, in and out.
You
That's
really-
yeah.
Like 150 is enough to like send like a normal person on like a trip.
Yeah. You'll still hallucinate like a motherfucker until you go unconscious.
Yeah.
It's just like if you eat like 5 milligrams of dried mushrooms, right? Or 5 grams, you're gonna be fucking. It's hard. But if you eat 15, it goes the other direction.
Right.
Like it's too much, and most people. There's different levels of that, and like after level like I was just fucking reading this last night. After level like 4 or 5, it just starts becoming levels of unconsciousness, and you can't function anymore. You're just out. Yeah.
Really?
Not just sleeping though,
I've
like
seen Sally
unconscious.
do that to people.
Yeah, totally, dude.
And
Yeah.
I watched a dude lay on a couch, drooling
Mm-hmm. Yep.
on salvia, staring straight at me as I was making attempts to fuck his girlfriend,
Right.
which I did. And staring straight at me, and I ain't able to do anything about it at all. I didn't know it was his girlfriend.
Oh wow.
I didn't know it was his girlfriend at the time until
He
later.
probably had a real bad trip. Fuck. Fucking cuck.
Man, I had this
Oh
fucking
fuck.
In the touch them.
Just
That-
right.
My girl's getting railed right in front of me, and you're like,
That's wow. That's
Well,
weird, man.
that's a
That's-
crazy-
Wasn't right in
dream
front
for
of
me.
me. Wasn't right in front of me.
What a
that's
trip.
better.
But there was a lot going
Mm.
on right in front of me. There was a lot. Just straight slobber all
Yeah.
down the side
Yep.
of his face.
That's what it'll
I
do,
didn't
man.
know it was his old lady.
Yeah.
But he was out.
More is not always more.
Gone.
Yeah, I watched all that just kick in, man.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I'm so glad I didn't eat that. Like,
No, I
wow.
love nerd ropes too.
Yeah, right? Me
Right.
too, right?
Right.
I, got
I
some,
love
like,
nerds.
Yeah, I got my living room. I got the little clusters just like those
Do you?
on the living room table right now.
It's a good thing I'm not a big fan of candy and my stomach hurts because I probably would have took some
Right?
too.
Totally, yeah. If I wasn't fasting today, I would have fucking munched on that shit and then been fucked.
It would have been nice. Yeah, no, that man. Yeah,
No, it would have been the opposite of nice for me.
That'd have been nice.
I would have been panicking like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'd have been over here greened out for sure.
Yeah.
You think so?
For sure.
On 50?
I don't do any of it.
I mean,
don't
so
You
do
go from
nothing.
0 to 50, dude. That's
no, like you go to
Look
the-
at his face.
Well, I know.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know.
What?
No, you're fine.
you're good. Everything's fine,
Yeah,
Drew.
you're good.
Yeah.
What?
You're all right.
Don't
You're high as
panic.
shit.
But you actually have
You ever
4 eyes
seen-
right now.
have you ever seen-
Don't panic.
Have you ever seen that TikTok where that dude's over there freaking out, and the person goes, "Are you okay, bro?" And he goes, "I'm high as shit." And then they start laughing because he's crying. Oh, he's freaking out, man.
You are freaking out.
Have you ever seen that? Have you not seen that? That's
No.
what you look like right now.
I'm not freaking out. Oh, fine.
Well, yeah, you're not freaking out, but you look that high.
But it took the pain away?
Yeah,
No shit.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, so like I was the whole time I was sitting here, like I was like,
Fucking hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's gone. So it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
dude.
mean, much more than that, and I'll go to sleep for sure.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So I wouldn't.
I was gonna ask if you had any edibles or anything, because that usually is so much more sedative in the body.
Oh yeah, that's good. And then, but, you know, like I was gonna say, it's a good dispensary here in Illinois, anyways,
Right.
and you get
No more guns.
10 gummies,
Right.
and it's they're 5 milligrams a piece. So
Right.
one of those
Yeah.
little things is as much as you get in the whole fucking container.
Sure.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Probably why they shut that shit down.
No more guns.
Oh,
No more
Buy
guns.
something from dispensary. You can't buy.
Oh.
Can't
I
buy
thought
firearms
Actually,
no more.
that's only if you have your medical card.
yeah.
That's only.
Oh, did they?
Well,
Did
scan
they?
your ID at the
It
dispensary.
doesn't matter. You're still buying guns if you go in and wreck because you're paying more in taxes. It's all about the fucking.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
What's that?
I had a med card and I had a Floyd card and I bought. I mean,
Nope. You
Nope.
didn't.
I did.
Nope.
You can't.
I did it.
We've seen it. We've seen it several times.
Dude, as a gun dealer,
Several times.
it does not work.
Right, but I did it. I mean, I had a fucking small armory and I had my
Fell
med
through a
card.
crack. You fell through a crack
You
then.
had to have fallen through a crack because as a gun, as an FFL, I was a federal firearms licensee, and I could not get anybody approved that had their medical.
Okay, so you're saying for new purchases, for new purchase,
Or to
you
keep
can
it
have.
back.
Or
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Pawn or
Yeah.
whatever.
That's very true. Yeah, very
Transfer
true.
of
Yeah.
ownership To a person with a medical card became absolutely impossible.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant you just couldn't own them.
Oh, yeah, you can
Yeah,
buy-
you can have what you had.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not buying new.
No, right. I know. Yeah.
'cause that's why,
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
unless somehow magically you couldn't,
Right.
You slip through the cracks, like Chuck said. But
No.
we saw it firsthand, time and time again, that you cannot fucking.
Very,
so
very
whenever you
angry
have your
people.
medical card, you
Yeah.
don't-
Very angry people.
yeah, when
Yeah.
you get your medical card, you don't pay that fucking crazy tax. You get less tax.
Right.
So it's again,
Yeah.
fucking dollars.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's
you know you wanna
it's
save that tax
insidious, dude.
money? Yeah, it is.
It's fucking
horseshit.
horrible. It's such a horrible system.
Yeah, it's but you know what do? You fucking sit there and dwell over it and fucking hate life?
I just want to be an expat and move somewhere, dude. I want to go fucking live somewhere else and just
You
fucking
think
chill.
There's still gonna be the same corruption in every fucking thing.
I don't know, man.
I mean, where you gotta go? You gotta go fucking literally find an island with 7 trees, some coconuts, and enough
Right,
to fucking
right.
grow something.
Right,
And then
yeah.
you're in control of everything
Yeah.
until somebody comes and takes it from you.
Right.
And then literally this is just the start.
Yeah.
You know, all
yeah.
over. So now you gotta.
Well,
eat
if
this
you got enough
person,
money
so-
to buy an island, then you got enough money to free yourself from some of these burdens anyway.
Well, no,
Well, yeah, if you
until-
can buy the
until
island,
somebody
yeah.
wants to take that island.
Yeah, because you don't really own it
I'm
anyway.
saying.
Now you have to arm yourself.
What I'm
You're a
saying
patient
is-
of one, and you have to
Yeah.
start this
If-
whole fucking cycle over.
If you have enough money to buy an island, then you have enough money to free yourself from some of these burdens anyway.
Well, if you have that kind of money, you probably have so many burdens that are buried so fucking deep.
So.
If you have that island money,
Yeah.
that, you know, even if you're there by yourself, it's probably more damaging.
Yeah.
You're fucking in society with distractions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I've had that fantasy for a while to be able
Man, I
to
got my country picked out, bro.
fucking go,
I
man.
have my country picked out. It's been picked out for years. Everybody knows what country I'm
Yeah.
going, bro. And it's no more or less, you know, it's no less corrupt than this one. It's just warmer.
Mm-hmm.
It's just consistently 85 degrees.
Right.
And
Right.
that's my fucking jam,
Yeah.
you know? And then the ecosystem, or the economy there is where, you know, and then I'm like, why am I here? Why am I here where you're taxed? You have to pay a tax to have permission to do something? You know, it's just fucking horseshit.
Yeah.
You know, this whole fucking pay to play is horseshit.
Yeah.
And we got to do it no matter what, where we're at. You know, but just, there's, you know,
I think you'd have a better chance in one of those countries of skating by unnoticed than you would here.
or, you know, I think this country's
They
good
don't-
enough you can skate by unnoticed.
They
I know
don't-
several people that don't collect a dime from anybody that also doesn't pay a dime from anybody. They make their money on the side and they've never
Right.
fucking, nobody knows pretty much they exist.
Yeah.
Right, but there's enough regulatory systems that eventually somebody's going to pick up. And if they're making enough money, that's going to be enough to make
Well,
them a target.
Sure. I mean, but
Eventually somebody's... So in those countries, there's not enough of those systems in place to even pick you up and notice you.
I know a lady that's 65 years old. She did go to college, so that's documented, right? So no student loans, but just went on her own dollar. Has never had a fucking tax-paying job, and then still lives in the house. Still fucking has electricity. Still pays by fucking money order.
Right.
The whole fucking thing. It's a complete ghost. She's
Wow.
a ghost in this country. After college, you can't track this lady.
Eventually,
No shit.
you
When
can
she-
track her. She's got power bill in her name. She's got phone in her name.
I don't know
She's
if it's
got.
in her name, to be honest
She's
with you.
got. I mean, if she's
I mean,
got.
she's got land and she's got taxes. She's paying taxes.
If
on
she's
that.
got, and
Somebody
then
is.
then it's in her name. If
It's
she's got
actually in-
anything in her name, eventually somebody
Maybe it's in
will
a trust name.
stumble-
It's in the trust.
Trust, yeah.
It's
Somebody
actually
will
in the trust.
stumble along it.
And the
and-
trust isn't even. It's
and-
not even owned by her.
That's
and then
actually
at
how
that
you,
point-
I mean,
and
if
then
you want
at
to be
that
slick,
point-
that's how you do it.
At that point, there's going to be is this enough that we should fuck with, or is it not enough that
See,
we
in
should fuck
America,
with?
you're a needle in a haystack. But, you know, if
Right.
you're an American outside of the country,
Right.
and you make any little wave, now we're going to focus on you because you probably have more than
You
what you're
just-
saying.
you
Fuck
just
it.
don't-
And you definitely have more than we have.
You just don't
Right.
make waves.
Yeah.
That's why you live a quiet. That's why you don't go out. That's why you don't go out and be John McAfee.
Well, you know,
Right. Yeah. John
You stay-
McAfee,
you stay in
the
your beach
antivirus
shack.
guy.
right,
You stay in your beach shack,
yeah.
smoke your cigars, and leave everybody the fuck alone.
Okay.
That's what you do. You don't go out there and shoot machine guns off the beach.
So I was shooting guns off fucking back porch on the 3rd of July.
Uh,
In the ground. Because
Hmm.
what goes up must go down.
But you don't. There's too many regulatory systems in this country meant to catch people like that, and eventually someone's going to catch it.
And then what?
It's rather or not. There's enough there. Are you a big enough fish for them to give a fuck?
Look at Cheapy's tires. How many years did he go without paying anything? They did catch him finally. What do you have to do? He wrote a check for a few $1 million.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Is that
Right.
a fraction
Are-
of what he actually should
Are you a big enough fish for them to give a fuck?
and so what really mattered wasn't the breaking of the rule. What mattered was the loss of the money.
Right. Well, yeah, it was all the money.
Right. It's always the money.
Right.
It's nothing else. That's all it is. This is whole.
That's why. That's
everything.
the main reason why I got out of doing business. I was like, I'm tired of being in that system.
Could you imagine
Mm-hmm.
fucking if we shut everything down and now I gotta trade fucking my zucchini for some fucking.
I would love that so much, dude.
Bro,
I
there's
would
a-
fucking
there's
love that so
seriously
much.
some fucking, there's a real piece to that.
Yes, there is.
You know, after the chaos.
Dude, I've been wanting to live that life for a few years now. Like, really, like, I just want my postage stamp.
Can we-
Let me grow my food. And I just found out that I actually come from a long line of, like, fucking Quakers
What's that?
and farmers. Like just
the
short of
oatmeal guy.
Puritans.
The oatmeal guy.
Yeah, but I mean, like, homesteaders, basically. Like, OG, like, Amish-style homesteaders, you know? And so that goes back to that whole like lineage being passed down through
If we-
DNA and like.
if we go-
Anyway, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
If
yes.
we go to the barter thing, can we have barter town rules?
I mean,
We have to have barter. Break a deal, face the wheel. That's got to be a system we put in place.
well, dude, I mean,
Has to be.
that all works itself out. Because the person that breaks a deal won't ever get dealt with again, and they'll
Right.
fucking starve and die.
Break
Right.
the deal, face
As,
the wheel.
as really, we should be living like that right now. You fucking do this, you fucking rock a boat here, well, then everybody should alienate you because you're a piece of shit, and then you fucking shrivel up and become nothing. Metaphorically, not
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah, right, right.
So,
of course.
if you're gonna be a piece of shit and try to steal fucking business,
Yeah.
then, then everybody should just fucking stay away, and then eventually you fucking shrivel up and you don't do business.
He
Right,
ends up
right.
but right now he ends up with business.
Fucking, there's
Karmic law.
There's
right?
gotta be
Yeah.
chaos before there's
He-
peace.
He ends up with promised business at that.
I think that's where I think like you go back to that whole insurrection thing. Like that was some
Pretty
chaos,
fucking
right?
Yeah.
And it was threatening a kind of peace potentially
Fuck yeah, I'll take
that that was very uncomfortable for people, right? Very uncomfortable. Like, yeah, if you get rid of the institution that claims to protect you and claims to give you peace, when it's gone and you find true freedom, true peace, oh fuck, the institution's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So once you open your eyes to what's really been fucking,
Yeah,
is the people that tell you.
yeah. The left hand's been coddling while the right hand fucks you right in the ass.
Right.
Yeah,
It's no different than
Yeah.
what we do every single day here.
Yeah.
Like I told a girl one time, I said, you know what? I go, I said every fucking interaction is a transaction.
yeah.
Because that's how we're fucking groomed to be.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do this for you. What are you doing for me?
right.
And that is.
That's how we've been baked.
That's how, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how everything works. And
We all
I'm
went in
nice
the,
to this person because I want him to do this for me.
Right,
I want him
right.
To, in marketing, you built a huge company, right? And so you had to be nice to all these people, so they said your name over and over and over again because it's part of the marketing.
Yeah.
But if we just went, God, I'm surrounded by a bunch of fucksticks, and their transaction is they want the fame
Yeah.
from this.
Yeah.
They want whatever.
Mhm.
And it's like this, you see it, you recognize it, but you have to play this stupid fucking game constantly
yeah,
to get what?
yeah.
The money.
The money. Yeah, give me the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine if I just needed to grow zucchinis so I could get a fucking chicken leg,
Yeah,
you know?
for real, dude.
I mean,
For real, high fucking five, man.
I mean, it's a beautiful fucking, like, I had 3 eggs this morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 3 eggs, went down the garden, I had a couple tomatoes, man, I fucking grabbed those, and I'm like, man, I need some spinach. And I'm getting ready, I got zucchinis coming out of my ass right now. I was like, I wish I had somebody I don't want to go pay for spinach, somebody's growing that shit in their
Right.
fucking ground. Like, where can I trade the fucking zucchini for some spinach?
Right.
This was this morning.
Yeah.
This was at 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, bro, why aren't we just trading out fucking veggies? Bro?
I get 10 acres tax free. Just tell me where.
I have 300 acres that I can do whatever on, but I don't know how to farm, bro. I know how to fucking chase cows around with a 3-wheeler. That's what my grandpa showed me.
I got a bunch of poppy plants that we do.
Fuck.
Where's the ground at? I mean,
Otterville. It's bike rafting.
oh, okay. So it's Illinois side.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
it's
Why is there not a huge marijuana farm
Because the state fucked this whole fucking money up.
from this?
Because the state got greedy on it. Because to grow in this state, it has to be certified fucking, pay all this fucking dollars to get it approved.
My ex-father-in-law tried. I told him, I said, you are
Everybody-
wasting your money, bro.
$5,000
And isn't
for a
it
chance.
having a certain amount of minorities to have, like, you get a better
Oh, bro,
chance of being approved on your
dude, they got
grow
all
operation?
Yeah, they got all fucked up on that.
I don't know. I just know that for him, he was looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars to even have a chance.
Bro, you might as well take $5,000, put it on black. You'd have a better chance to make more money than fucking deal with the state of Illinois.
Yep,
in
yep.
The, in the cannabis.
But now, if you go to Oklahoma, I was in.
Oh yeah, I know an ex.
It's everywhere in Oklahoma. Every fucking corner.
with a dispensary in Oklahoma.
Yeah, dude.
no shit.
Yeah,
like
they're everywhere.
went to prison for drug trafficking, ex-felon, and he owns a dispensary in
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
Then that's something. Mm.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
guarantee Oklahoma's got better tax revenue from their fucking cannabis than Illinois ever will.
Yeah.
Because heavily regulated doesn't mean heavily fucking profitable.
No, it doesn't.
It
No.
never has.
Well, somebody's getting profited.
Yeah,
The profits.
state
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
mob, dude.
Yeah, the mob. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's
And if-
going in
yeah,
the pockets
yeah.
it's supposed to go into.
Yeah. It's funny how that made their way into Yeah.
No, that was a natural progression. I mean, if you have power, and so who's got more power than you? Well,
Yeah.
government. Okay,
Yeah.
well, we need to take over the government. Because that's why we have a greedy ass fucking government, is because they're all fucking monsters. And I love them,
Yeah.
bro. I worship what they fucking did. They built something from nothing. Now they run fucking nations.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, that's a hustle, fucking. Dude, what's that Madigan fucking thing? You know, everybody hates Madigan, right? It's like, it's pretty well fucking established.
Well, you can hate Madigan, but you got to have some respect for the
Bro,
guy.
there's a thing on
You got
YouTube
to.
called Madigan Rise to Power. And if you watch the infrastructure that fucking guy did, without hurting
Yeah.
his soul, he fucking dominates.
Yep.
Because
He's still in charge.
Right.
Still.
So if you ran against me and I'm Mike Madigan, right, and your name is Jeremy Stanton,
Mm.
and then I'm gonna go fucking find 7 other Stantons that now have an address in the same district that are now gonna run, and I'm gonna fund all of them. And now nobody knows what platform, what Stanton is fucking actually running. Every time somebody fucking ran against him, he would put more people with the same or close to the same last name on there. So a lot of Spanish,
Right.
Hispanic fucking last
Right.
names up there. So you're Rodriguez, and everybody's loving you. You fucking have the right fucking ideas and blah blah blah. Okay, well I'm gonna put 7 more Rodriguezes, so the voters are so fucking dumb that you're splitting the vote.
Yeah.
Fucking hustling, dude. What a fucking gangster that guy is.
Yeah.
You know, he's the only reason we had a fucking Barack Obama.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening right now with
He's the
and
reason
I don't
it's a jump off point.
I don't pay attention to it, so forgive me. I may be a little ignorant, but from what I understand, this dude down in Florida, DeSantis, has got his name in the ring for the next big presidential election.
Right.
Well, so does Trump, right?
Sure.
So that automatically tells me that side ain't winning.
Sort of.
no,
'Cause
so-
then you got the then you got to do the
You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention to what's going on.
right.
Well, and I don't.
DeSantis is saying off the wall. DeSantis is saying worse shit than Trump ever said.
Really?
Like openly campaigning on this off the wall. No way he's gonna win. No way
Gotcha.
he's gonna. So it's all to make it look like, well, we don't want Trump, but you don't want DeSantis, do you?
Okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So when a lot of people do want DeSantis, so
Sure, yeah.
so, but he is actively campaigning on, and the laws that he's passed before he announced so all these things are detrimental.
It almost looks like a Trojan horse, right?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Oh yeah. So
yeah.
it's
All
like
these things are extremely
and that
detrimental.
could be the whole fucking Republican Party's plan.
Right.
Right.
Like you only have one choice.
Right. So
Right,
we
I
need
gotcha.
X, Y, Z, but we need you to be the fucking front guy to look more crazy than this guy.
Ah, gotcha.
Once we get back in, and we get all our money back.
Right.
Have you listened to Robert Kennedy?
Oh Jesus, that motherfucker. He's probably gonna get fucking assassinated like everybody else in his family.
I listened to him talk for like almost 8 hours.
Yep,
On
yep.
different podcasts, and he is.
He's on point.
Awesome, man.
He's on point, dude. He is on fucking point.
Just exposes
I try my
He's not the
best.
president.
I tried my best to find all the blue in him that I could.
Right.
He's running.
I couldn't
as a
find.
Democrat.
He is. He has to.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find anything that screamed liberal or conservative. I just found some dude that was like, "This shit's stupid."
He's calling
Yeah.
everything. out.
Everything. You're all fucked. Fucking medical industry. Fucking military.
It's hilarious.
All of
They're
it.
talking like, God, I can't believe he's saying that shit.
Yep. And that's why I'm afraid that he's gonna get fucking capped.
So wait, he's running on the.
Not until he gets in power. You have to get in power first.
Sure.
And
yeah,
then-
yeah.
and then-
You can
they'll
be
be-
fucking. You can be
Well,
a
they'll-
citizen way before power. but-
He'll get in power, and then there'll be the offer. He'll have the offer made, and then if you don't play ball, then you get.
So he's gonna be the third Kennedy to get fucking assassinated.
His dad and his
if
uncle
he
both.
doesn't play ball.
Yeah.
Why,
Yeah.
Why did John get assassinated? Was that mob shit?
He was
John?
going to take down the CIA,
He was
the
a,
FBI.
yeah, he was opposed to all that, and he was trying to
Yeah.
fucking end the war. He,
The Fed.
yeah, the
Yeah,
Fed, all of
and the
it,
FBI, everything.
Everything
Yep.
that would have.
everything that
Still
that
happened.
that RFK is
Right.
talking about now.
Right.
So it's like, ugh. Like, yeah, you're right,
Do
but
you think Cadillac should sponsor him instead of Lincoln? So that way. Oh.
It's too soon.
It's too
and we got sirens in the back, and we got sirens going.
It hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah,
I moved that fish tank. and
Take it home.
yeah, fucked my shoulder up royally.
Sure, bro. It's a
But,
125-gallon fish tank.
Moved that fish tank, and I filled it up, and I got it all full, right? And I was looking at it, and I got a big open spot, and I was like, I'm gonna get me a piece of PVC, take a heat gun to it, and smoosh it all up. And then I got me a Titan submersible. Fish tank decorating shit. I'll be the first one.
Man.
That's too soon.
That's too
You know
soon.
people lost their lives there.
That's too soon. Rich assholes doing rich asshole shit
You know
lost their
what, though?
lives there.
Still fucking contribute
They
to society.
they find the conspiracies that they're trying to find and all that fucking thing too. It's just
just a sad.
Well, that goes back to what the Rockefellers and all the people. That was the whole Fed Reserve thing with the Titanic. It was
yeah.
the people that
Sure.
opposed, all the people that were abundantly opposed to, or like verbally and publicly opposed to the Fed, were on that fucking ship,
So they
the Federal Reserve.
they
Right?
the things they're trying to find about this. So it was a distraction. 100% a distraction.
Right.
Not that didn't happen. It fucking happened. But the distraction is that the Navy knew the day it imploded that it imploded. They knew.
So,
And then they spent a week with the news cycle searching for them when they
uh,
already knew. They knew.
That's good. It was because Hunter had what gun weapon charges, wasn't it, or something? Hunter Biden did.
Oh,
Yeah, when that was going on, he got his weapons charges, like his federal weapons charges, dismissed him.
well, there you go.
Well,
hmm.
but they knew because the Navy
So
picked
he
up
was
the
celebrating the other
implosion.
day then, driving to fucking
Right.
prostitutes
Well,
at
right.
175.
Fucking right, man.
Yeah, dude. When my weapons charge got dropped, man, I was happy as fuck.
The Navy
I didn't
knew
think about doing 175.
The Navy knew it imploded. The company knew it imploded because it. So they talk about how it didn't have all these safety things, right? So
It's been
there's
done 100 times
there was
before.
there was no not the way they did it. There was no redundancy in this. There was no redundancy in this. But the one
Right.
thing that was redundant, that they had redundant, was its surface. So if this went wrong, it dropped whatever and it surfaced.
Sure.
If this went wrong, it dropped whatever and it surfaced. If this way that it was to surface went wrong, it did this other thing to surface. There was like 7 different ways for this thing to surface.
Right.
So in an hour and a half, it loses communications. It should have surfaced because that was one of its things.
Right,
If
right.
it loses communications with the boat, it
Sure.
automatically surfaces. So it didn't surface, and then the Navy picked up the sound of an implosion. But they know that shit. They're
So-
on top of that shit.
So, oh yeah, dude.
They knew that fucking day that they were dead and that thing. They knew that day in the news cycle. They spent a week. That's your conspiracy. What were they hiding? Because they spent a week looking for these people when they already knew.
Well, but if you can run it on the news for 24/7 and then get the ad revenue up for the fucking
Oh, yeah, of course.
advertisers,
Naturally.
because
Naturally.
I mean, you know, people love, and then especially right now in this environment, people love that fucking rich people die.
Hmm.
Because you'd rather see fucking someone successful fail than someone who's been failing succeed.
I just read this past weekend that religion is what keeps the poor from killing the rich.
Probably.
I think there's a lot to that,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm trying to get that, bro. That makes a lot of fucking sense.
Religion is quickly losing ground.
It is, yeah,
Well, it
yeah.
has been for
Yeah.
fucking decades.
So
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
like I know if I pray long enough, I can have what he has, or you know, don't what is it? Envy's
Yeah, it's a 7 deadly sin.
yeah, one of the 7 deadly sins.
Which is actually,
Look,
the 7 deadly sins are sort of bullshit. They were just 7 virtues that were then turned into 7 deadly
Sure,
sins,
sure,
right? Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
But guess what? We're all gonna die no matter what. So I might as well be envious of everybody and eat the whole buffet.
Yeah, that's right.
I fucking love gluttony. Wrapping it up.
It's lunchtime, speaking of gluttony.
17.
Yeah.
217. It's a long one.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the space? Not so bad.
It's a space.
Yeah, it's a space.
I love the van.
It's a
Yeah, bro.
space.
It's a space. We'll get it more cleaned out. I moved a lot of shit into the fucking shipping.
That's wild. So what was, why the move?
Just to get away from
Get away from all that noise in there?
So
Yeah.
that way we can all pass drug tests.
Sure.
Make my screw.
Right, right. Cool.
You gonna nap here, bro?
I might.
Okay.
I'd be the guy on the couch. The new guy on the couch.
The new guy, oh wow, you could kick his ass out?
All right. Now there's more couches.
That was
One more guy.
fun. That
That's
was so
3
funny.
couches.
Yeah,
That's
there's
3.
three couches.
Get 3
You're
guys.
in a really comfortable. Dude, I seen him sleeping in them 2 bucket chairs, them 2 uncomfortable fucking bucket chairs,
Or
right?
ones?
He had them pulled together. No, the big brown. They're not uncomfortable. The brown, regular brown chairs.
Okay.
Right. I seen him sleeping in those because he's trying to stay out of this side. You know. You know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, yeah.
So I was like, dude, why are you sleeping? He goes, that can't be comfortable. He goes, it's not. And I go, dude, this chair will put you to sleep whether you want to go to sleep or not.
Yeah, one was a recliner.
So yeah,
Sleep
so
in
this brown chair,
Yeah.
somebody died in it.
Yeah,
It's
somebody
cursed.
died in
It'll
that
put you to sleep.
Yeah. Like,
You'll go to sleep.
sometimes forever.
Right. I don't care if you're trying to go to sleep. This
Right.
chair will put you out.
It's actually killing you, but you just fucking fight
Right.
it and wake up.
Right, you
before-
just wake
before it
up.
wins. Yeah.
You're just healthier than it is right now.
Jeremy, got news for the weekend? This is going to air tomorrow on Wednesday. So this weekend, so we have the car show, All Wheels Drive-In car show in downtown Alton on Sunday.
Nothing will. I'll probably drive that down there.
Are you?
I can get
Is
it
that
down
the
there back on
rescheduled
the
date?
jump pack.
for that?
What's that?
Is that the rescheduled
Yeah,
date?
it's rescheduled date, and it looks like it's going to rain all the way up until Sunday for now.
Really?
Is it Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday is the show.
Oh, wow.
16th.
Okay.
And it's not supposed to rain Sunday as of Tuesday.
Huh.
You know how that goes, because if it doesn't rain tomorrow, then it's probably going to rain Sunday.
Yeah.
That's when it's got to come
Yeah.
down eventually, unless it just evaporates and goes away.
So nobody wants to go to the Grateful Dead cover band show with me on Saturday.
Where's that at?
Jefferson Barrett's theater.
Really?
That's cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe. I might do that, dude. Let's talk afterwards.
$20.
Hold on, let's talk. We can talk this week. Yeah, Don't Get Dead's supporting the Radio Buzzkills before they go on their national tour at the Heavy Anchor this Friday night, 8 o'clock.
You guys been there a couple times.
Yeah. It's a good one. And then the following week is the record release. Yeah. Good shit. Yep. Both bands got picked up for Rock the Hops, so that'll be cool. Yeah.
We have one of these guys in here just got a contract from Cashville Records.
Really?
Yeah, do you know who owns Cashville Records?
No.
No.
Young Buck. I'm really looking at shocked.
Yeah.
Young
Right.
Buck.
Do you know Young Buck?
Which one's Young
Shorty want
Buck?
to ride with me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Young Buck. So $200,000 contract.
Nice.
$50,000 to start. He has to drop 2 albums in so many years.
Mhm.
I think it's 2 years.
Mhm.
1 album a year. 25 videos. And it's actually Brad's cousin.
That's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, dude.
Congratulations to him.
Yeah, that's kind of big shit. So
That's rad.
I got the contract on my phone. Not that I know what I'm looking at, but I know people that do. So
Yeah.
I sent that over.
Yeah,
So,
right.
and it's a legitimate looking contract. If he goes platinum, he is capped at $1 million earnings per year. If it goes
Ooh.
platinum. Or gold's 1 million, platinum's 3 million.
Yeah.
So that's saying a lot.
There's a whole lot for
from
these
a
days.
white
Yeah.
kid
Yeah.
From the Midwest. But,
Right.
Eminem was kind of from the Midwest. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Eminem had Dre. That guy's got Brad.
Damn.
This is why our video quality sucks.
Right.
We get no love.
Right.
Well, there is that. So, but yeah, so that's kind of
Good luck to him. Good luck.
Good luck.
All
That's
right.
pretty awesome.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you got this far, fucking leave a comment that you've made it through the whole thing, and then we'll reach out and we will send you a T-shirt or a long sleeve T-shirt. So
We still got beanies too, I think.
we only got a few of those. So it's gonna be cold eventually. So I'll probably need another one. But yeah, so post up, make any comment, and then we'll reach out if you want a shirt, maybe a cigar, we'll send you both. Fine.
There you go.
I'll buy my beans. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I just want to get a cigar.
There you go.